swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole, and nothing but the truth? If you all agree, say I do. Great. Everybody that just said I do, you're now under oath. Have a seat. If you didn't want to be put under oath, stay standing and I can identify you. All right. There's that one fella in the back is kind of slow. There you go. Everybody's under oath now.
There we go. Can you guys see?
Ms. Pejo, I have a list of Spanish speakers I got to pull off to the side. If you give me a moment, I'm going to get the private attorneys out of here, and then I'll read the advisory. And then after I read it in English, could you read it in Spanish?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. For the record, Sandra Fejo, court certified Spanish interpreter.
Good afternoon to you. Mr. Graycheck, you got a quick one you want to call before I do the advisory?
Judge, I'm not sure if she needs an interpreter or not. Her name is Rocio del Pilar Velez Quizne, and it'd be quick. She might have an ice hold. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, she was on my list for the interpreters. So we
Okay,
can.
I can wait for you guys to get to the interpreter.
Okay.
All right. I have Mr. Dix with me here.
Mr.
Anybody
who?
else virtually that's a private attorney? I don't see. Mr. Dix looks like he needs a minute. So let's do this. I'm going to read the advisory. Ms. Fejo, if you read it in Spanish, and then we'll get started with the Spanish cases. Good afternoon. We are here conducting first appearance hearings. There are 4 purposes for each hearing. First, I will advise you of the charges that have been brought against you by the state. Second, I will ask you if you would like a lawyer to represent you. If you have already retained your own attorney, please advise me. If you would like to have your attorney present with you, we will attempt to make those arrangements for you. Now, I apologize.
Hey, guys,
you're off by screen.
I got a violation on my account right now.
We have others.
I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Hey, what's up, Shannon? I'm going to cut the stream, but I'll be right back, all right? If you guys want to watch Uninterrupted, check us out at YT at Collect Call From. I'll be back like in 20 seconds, all right?
Please be advised there is a $50 application fee for applying for those services. Additionally, the court may require you to pay a reasonable value for the services. Third, I will determine if there's
You guys are good.
cause to
I'm not
hold
cutting
you
this one. This one
for
didn't
your
get violated
arrest.
this time.
That means there are reasonable grounds to believe
It was
that
my
a
other
crime
stream.
may have been committed and that you were the person who committed the crime. The fourth purpose for the hearing is to review your bond status.
Hold on,
In
Vix.
some cases,
It hasn't
the
started
bond
yet. I'm
set for
going
you
to
through the
figure out which one they're going to
booking
do
process
first. Once
might be
they
too
decide, I'll
And in
zoom
other
in.
cases, it might be too low. Each of you has the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. There is an assistant state attorney here in this court with me, listening to everything that is being said, and also everything is being recorded. So please do not say anything about the facts of your case or the crime itself. The questions I will be asking you pertain to whether or not you want a lawyer and to review the bond. You may refuse to answer those questions. You have the right to communicate with your family, friends, with your attorney. I ask you to keep these rights in mind. And when your name is called, please step forward.
Buenas tardes. En esta tarde llevaremos a cabo audiencias de primera comparecencia. Estas audiencias tienen 4 propósitos. Primero, le informaré sobre los cargos que ha presentado en su contra la Fiscalía. En segundo lugar, le preguntaré si quiere que le represente un abogado. Si ya usted ha contratado los servicios de su propio abogado, hágamelo saber. Si desea que su abogado esté presente con usted, trataremos de hacer esos arreglos. Si usted quiere que le represente un abogado nombrado por el juez, entonces yo le haré ciertas preguntas respecto a su situación financiera para determinar si usted cumple con los criterios reglamentarios para que el nombramiento de la oficina de abogado de oficio. Debe saber que hay un cargo de $50 por solicitar estos servicios y adicionalmente el juez puede imponer un valor razonable por los honorarios de dicha representación. Como tercer propósito, voy a determinar si existe motivo fundado para retenerle bajo arresto. Esto significa que existe motivo fundado para creer que se ha cometido un delito y que usted pudo haber sido la persona que cometió dicho delito. El cuarto propósito de la audiencia es para revisar su estatus de fianza. En ciertos casos puede que la fianza que se le fijó durante el fichaje pudo haber sido muy alta y en otros muy baja. Cada quien tiene el derecho a permanecer en silencio. Todo lo que diga puede ser usado en su contra, ya que que un abogado de la fiscalía está presente conmigo en el juzgado escuchando todo lo que se dice y todo además está siendo grabado. Así es que por favor no diga nada sobre los detalles de su caso o el delito en sí. Las preguntas que yo le estaré haciendo son en relación, si usted quiere un abogado para la revisión de su fianza, usted muy bien puede rehusarse a responder estas preguntas. Todos tienen derecho a comunicarse con sus familiares, amistades y con su abogado. Le pido tengan presente estos derechos y cuando se llame su nombre, pase al frente.
Hey, Becky,
right.
Becky, hey,
Ladies
thank you
first,
for
who'd you like
jumping
to
on
call
over
up?
to YT. Highly
Dwayne
appreciate you.
Wade, Your Honor, Trinidad Peraza for the record. We are here on a limited appearance for first appearance.
All right, Alan Dwayne Wade Jr.
Wade?
Waiving the reading or?
Yes, waiving the reading, Your Honor.
Don't waive
All
the
right.
reading.
Sir, you've been charged with a third-degree felony. It appears to be an add-on to an earlier arrest, earlier first appearance that you had. You're here for a limited appearance. Sir, you have an attorney that's here for you on a limited basis. That means they may stay on the case or they may not be retained. If you at any point want the public defender, you can always request from a judge, or there's even ways you can communicate from the jail to the public defender's office requesting to have them appointed to your case. I have reviewed your paperwork related to your, you go to that, looking through real quick and couldn't find it. There you go. Yeah, yours is it's a direct information, meaning that the state added a charge. The police charged you on their own with, I believe it was 3 things. The state has added a 4th thing.
What are those things?
And I've also reviewed the capias that was created when the information was filed. You want to be heard as it relates to bonds?
Yes, Your Honor. So there was a pretrial detention hearing already done, and the Judge Cumbie denied it. So we're just asking for $5,000 bond on count 4.
Mr. Matthews, you wanted to be heard as it relates to bonds. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would agree with procedural posture as stated by defense counsel. I also spoke to the assigned ASA who's handling this in
Colton, thank you.
And this is under a may file, not a must file, and 907041. And so the state is not filing, at least not at this time. It would ask for any conditions of pretrial release to apply to this case as well and commensurate bond amounts. Thank you.
All right, sir. It is a third-degree felony. The standard bond on that is $5,000 cash or surety. I'll set your bond at $5,000.
This guy's nervous.
All the other charges, you've already been placed on pretrial release with various conditions. I'm going to place you on pretrial. So basically, I'm making this one.
This guy is freaking nervous.
It's all under one charging document. It looks like you
anxious. Yep.
Have your analysis, self-pay. Then you have 16, which is no weapons or firearms, 17, no contact with the victim, as well as 22, 24, which is a GPS and house arrest.
Hey, thank you, miss.
You're allowed certain exemptions. You can go to court.
I'm in. Okay, thank you.
That was like the freaking Energizer Bunny.
Offices, medical appointments, work, school, and church, and shopping, a certain allotment. And
I'm
then
not
you
sure,
have,
Patricia.
25 and 27 that can be explained to you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a
What
note
up,
here
G?
that you, a judge previously said you must reside with your parent. All right, I think
Yes,
we've
sir.
covered it all. That open case has there's no Parker type situation there, I would gather, based upon this.
Yeah, I think that was already.
Address for the first appearance, yeah, because this would be backdated. All right, so have a good day, sir.
His leg is going.
To the next one.
The next one is Justin Hunt.
We'll have to be heard on that one.
This is Polk County, Florida.
Who does that every time?
And this is live. This is live. This is happening in real time right now, guys. This is not AI generated. This is not pre-recorded. This is right now.
Yeah, I want to keep it on there now. There.
Hey, Utah, thank you for that follow. Highly appreciate that. Hey, be like
Thank you,
Utah,
Your
hit that
Honor.
follow
For
button.
a limited appearance, first appearances purposes. I was handed by the state motion for pretrial detention.
All
I
right,
love watching.
Mr. Hunt, you're here on 2 charges, sir. As far as the reading, do you want me to waive them both, or?
Yes, wait.
Another.
Sir, your attorney that's here on your behalf has asked that I just waive the formal reading of them, so I'll do that. Same as the last gentleman. This process is here on a limited basis, meaning Judge, she's been retained for this purpose, hasn't been retained for the whole case. So I just want to tell you that if you want the public defender, you can certainly ask for him at any point moving forward. You can do it in front of a judge, or you can do it through correspondence with the public defender's office, and they'll file an appropriate motion. I read your affidavit back in my office, as well as I'll say a companion case. I find probable cause for the two charges. Mr. Matthews, you want to be heard as it relates to the fourth thing we're here for, bond?
Yes, Your Honor. With regard to the qualifying defense, the state files a motion for pretrial detention. I have provided a hard copy to defense counsel. I'd ask to approach.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Considering a hard copy of the original to the bench. I would ask the court to review that for facial sufficiency, and if the court so finds, that to hold the defendant no bond until a hearing on this motion. I confirm to the court that the hearings for next week are set for Wednesday.
That's what I'm thinking, Ron.
26th at 1 p.m.
Mr. Cross, anything you want to be heard on as it relates to the motion for pretrial detention?
No, Your Honor.
I got another violation right now.
Sir, I didn't mention it. The two charges you're here for, the reading has been waived, but just so you know, one is a second-degree felony, punishable up to 15 years in prison. The second is a third-degree felony, punishable up to 5 years in prison. I have in front of me a motion for pretrial detention filed pursuant to Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure 3.132 and Florida Statutes 907.041 subsection 5C.
I don't know, but I'm gonna start the stream all over again.
It is a 4-page document signed by Mr.
So I'll be right back, guys.
Assistant State Attorney. I've reviewed it. I do find it's legally sufficient.
You guys are good right here.
Legally sufficient.
It's not affecting you guys.
As a result of that and pursuant to that law and that rule of procedure, I am going to hold you no bond. And this applies to, I guess, the F2.
Correct.
So the F3, I'll go ahead and I'll set your bond at $5,000 cash or surety. I won't even mess with the pretrial condition. I'll let that be addressed.
I would ask though that you make a note that at the pretrial detention hearing, that judge has authority to do those conditions. I just don't want it to get the state would be seeking a number of special conditions under the pretrial release in that count, even if the judge were to grant no bond in the other things like no contact.
What up, Lynn? Where you been at, Lynn?
Clerk, can you just put on there the language you want me to put is because I don't. It's a catch 22. I'm not going to do pretrial because he's got a no bond on count 2. But you're saying, Judge, we're gonna, if he does get a bond on count 2, we want pretrial on the F3. So I want to make sure the judge there knows I have no problem. I can give authority for him to do pretrial release on the F3, assuming he gives bonds on. Yes, sir. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Yeah, if you just put on there.
Hey, Mike, thank you.
First appearance judge has no objection to pretrial release
Strolling
judge.
the streets.
If he sees
I've
fit
been in here.
to give pretrial release conditions on the F3. So, sir, your next court date is going to be in front of the circuit judge, and that'll be on 11/26
Toxica, thank you.
at 1 p.m. They call that the A2 judge. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
You bet. Have a nice day.
You bet. I want to know his charges.
Either one, Mr. Graycheck, you ready on yours?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I think,
A long wait, yeah.
like I said, I think yours.
All right, who's up
The
next?
Spanish speakers.
Yeah,
Fine,
just to make sure. I wasn't sure if she needed an interpreter or not.
I don't know. But I want to know what that dude on the bottom screen is. I want to know what the hell he's there for. That fool looks nervous, anxious, if you will.
All right, Ms. Bejo, we're going to need your assistance on this one.
On this one.
Okay.
Rocio Velez Quisne, ma'am, you are charged with expired driver's license more than 6 months.
Expired driver license?
Señora Rocío Vélez Casemar, a usted se le acusa de haber tenido una licencia
Shannon,
de
what up, Shannon? Where you
conducir
been
que había
at?
caducado por 6 meses o más.
Mr. Graycheck, you're representing her on this matter?
Judge, I'm for first appearance purposes for now, but I anticipate.
I put money on her books.
Señor Gracio, ¿está usted representándola en este caso o solamente con el fin de la primera comparecencia, pero supongo que estaré representándola por el resto del caso?
Ms. Velez, if Mr. Graycheck ends up not staying on the case, you can always ask for a public defender at any time in the future.
Sí, señora Vélez, si en el futuro, si
We're
el
back.
señor Gracie por cualquier razón no puede permanecer como su abogado en el caso, usted siempre puede solicitarle al juez que le nombre la oficina de abogados de oficio para que la represente.
Ma'am, that charge is normally a second degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 60 days in jail.
Señora, este cargo normalmente es de un delito menor de segundo grado. Se sanciona con una pena carcelaria que pudiera ser tanto como 60 días de cárcel.
60 days for an expired license?
Immigration status, it's been upgraded to a first degree misdemeanor.
Oh, snap.
Pero en base de su calidad migratoria ha sido escalado a ser un delito menor de primer grado.
I do find there's probable cause for the charge.
Determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados para el cargo.
Mr. Graycheck, you want to be heard as it relates to probable cause or even the bonds.
Señor Gracie, ¿quiere
No driver license.
expresarse
Thank you, Shannon, for that
en
daily heart.
cuanto al motivo fundado o en cuanto a la fianza?
Judge, does she have a ICE hold on her?
Pues hay
Sí.
una orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias.
The last sentence of the narrative says she also met the criteria for an ICE detainer removal. So I can ask pretrial.
Bueno, la última oración del resumen indica que ella reúne los requerimientos para una orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias. En cuanto a una expulsión, puedo solicitarle al Departamento de Servicios previo al juicio.
Pretrial has her down as having an ICE hold.
Y el Departamento de Servicios previo al juicio, de hecho, sí la tiene, que hay una orden de retención en su contra por parte de las autoridades migratorias.
So Judge, if I do not represent her, Jeff Keel will?
All right, we're back.
Pues si yo no la represento, el señor Jeff Keogh la estará
We'll
representando.
come over, Ben.
And so Judge, I'd ask for a $500 bond, and then that way we can figure out whether the bond are out and then see if ICE picks her up or how to handle it.
Igual solicitamos una fianza de $500
Your license, you better
para
go
ver
get it.
si puede salir bajo
Renewed,
fianza
Courtney?
o si las autoridades
They might send you
migratorias
to
la
like Canada or
recogen o
something.
cómo podemos manejar el asunto.
Ma'am, I'm going to set your bond at $500.
For real
as
though, thank you.
surety.
Señora, voy a fijar su fianza en la cantidad de $500, ya sea en efectivo o por garantía.
Because you have that ICE hold, I'm going to ask the clerks to prepare a detainer for my signature.
Y debido a que hay una orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias que
I
pesa en
wonder
su
why she
contra,
didn't
debe
renew her
usted
license. That's what I
solicitar
want to know.
a las actuarias que prepare una detención para yo firmarla.
Mr. Graycheck, anything else on this matter?
Smoggy.
Señor
No,
Gracher, ¿algo más para este caso? No, su señoría.
Oh, man.
All right, have a great day, sir.
Hey,
Pase buen
you
día,
can't renew it
señor.
on the mail
Mr.
or
Dix,
you
and
can
Mr.
renew it on the
Ladner ready
internet?
on your cases?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Ms. Bejo, hold tight, please. I got a couple attorneys here. I'm going to try to get out of the court.
Hey, I would do the
Mr.
60
Dix, would you
days.
like to call
No
us?
problem. The
Christina
problem is
Brown.
getting deported. That's the issue. You lose everything. I was watching this video where this lady was saying that they emptied out her bank account when she got deported.
Christina Brown, ma'am, you're here on a BOP for what put you on probation was grand theft. Mr. Dix, are you representing her in this BOP?
Hey, welcome
Hey,
on over,
George.
Dead
Um,
Barbie.
Ms. Brown, I'm looking at a warrant signed by
First in
Judge
Colorado.
Harb,
Damn.
I believe it was yesterday, actually 2 days ago, on the 19th. I find probable cause. It's pretty clear he wants her held no bond. Mr. Dix, would you like to be heard?
What up, Crystal?
Sure, I was going to ask you as far as that's concerned. It's essentially related back to the charges that she pled to put her onto probation. It was a SunPass transponder that she had from
Again?
that company. They were unaware it was from that company once
Got
they
another
didn't find
violation
out until
on the main
actually she was
account.
arrested on that charge. She had first appearance in front of Judge Patey, and Judge Patey gave her a bond and did not hold her no bonds on the violation of probation at that time. They have put the money that's alleged in the affidavit into my trust account to pay the money back. So it was, honestly, it was an innocent mistake on her part that this took place. And I believe the initial
I'm gonna reset, guys. I'll be back. Hey,
you believe the basis for the
jump on over to YT
took place before she was on probation?
or jump onto my other stream. But yeah, I'm getting hit hard today. I'll be right back, guys.
Prior to her going on probation, it's just it ran through tolls after that.
You guys are good. It's not gonna affect your stream.
Vehicle, so she wasn't even aware of it. It was just once they found out, her and her husband came to my office and put money in the trust account so that it could be paid back. But it was honestly just an innocent mistake on her part.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for real though. Thank you for jumping on over.
She wasn't.
Sure. So the new law offense allegedly is petty theft or a grand theft?
It's charged as a grand theft.
All right, Christ, got you.
$750, but it was, like I said, she hasn't been to that business. Or
I don't know, Rebecca.
To take anything from that business in over 2 years at this point.
So, Ms. Brown, so you know, yes, as county judges like Judge Patey, who saw you at first appearance, we do first appearances a lot. Here, I don't have to guess what the judge wants me to do in your felony case. He's told me, he's checked, he had options. He could set your bond, he could give you ROR, so y'all could talk about it later, give you a court date, or he could have you held no bond. He was clear, he wants you held no bond. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get you in front of him as quick as we can so you guys can talk about it. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you out. Looks like the clerks have given her not a bad date considering. Usually it's about 30 days out, but it's December 9. December 9 is the court date with Judge Hart. Have a great day, ma'am.
Have a great day. I'm in jail, Your Honor.
Sure, he's around next week. You certainly can try to get her in front of him before the holidays. Good to see you. Have a great day.
Great day. Who is this guy? Your Honor, I'm in jail.
Mr. Ladner? Who would you like to call?
Here.
Judge, I am here from Miss Melinda Hunt.
Hunt.
I'd have to hear number from you. Sure.
Judge, it looks like this is Miss Hunt making her way up to the podium.
Come on down, Miss Hunt. Come on down to
all right. Mr. Ladner, the three charges, I have the affidavit in front of me. They're all 3 third-degree felonies. Do you want me to read it into the record, or are you ready to?
I've already read it. I'm familiar with this case because I'm already representing with regard to this. So that just came. My client has 0 criminal history. She has full-time employment. She owns a house here in Barton.
The other stream's not working? Which one are you talking about,
Jaden? You just read is
it froze? Is he frozen?
House. So my client's got some pets there. She does have elderly parents that are also here in Barton that she takes care of.
Nobody wants your begging ass, bitch. Just go kick your daddy's dickhead.
Come again?
Mr. Ladner, hold tight.
She's ugly like a fucking bitch, ain't she?
Did she say your mama sucks cocks in hell?
You got somebody putting on a show for everybody else? Do they need to be pulled up in front of me so we can do a contempt hearing?
Yeah.
I can hear a lot of naughty words coming out of somebody there. I just can't see who it is. So between my ears and your eyes, we can certainly hold someone in contempt.
Can we do it right now, Judge? Not contempt,
Sure.
but just get her done.
Yeah, she just.
So that's the young lady that was standing there putting on a show for everybody?
New Judge.
And who is this person that decided to put on a show for everybody?
Cassidy Keen, Keen.
I know, but
Miss
you're not the
Keen.
last step. It's just sucking dick to your fucking ass. You don't lose me, bitch. You want to fucking stand me here?
Yeah. Ms. Keene, hold tight. Ms. Goings is going to try to keep you from being held in contempt. Whether you take her advice or not is going to be up to you. I'll tell you one more thing. You say, while she's talking, if you say one more word that I consider to be a foul language or a curse word, I'm going to hold you in contempt after we have a hearing, okay? So, Ms. Goings, go right ahead.
Do it, Your Honor. Do it.
Case in M8. She is the child determined, and she has been determined to be in. So that may
I'm a stalker.
Explain.
That's what you are, girl. You can suck your daddy's pee off. Okay.
You know what? I'm not gonna reward her. I'm not gonna reward her behaving like that. I'm gonna, deputies, put her somewhere. We're gonna bring her back at the end.
No.
And I'm gonna
Okay,
give her a
since I
chance
done
to
that, so
have
no
a
problem.
normal first appearance hearing. If she
You're
cannot
not
behave
little Lucy.
herself,
Go suck your mama's cock off, bitch.
Judge, it won't be a normal first appearance any day. She could still go 20.
well, I wanna, you know what? I'm gonna try to have one anyway. So put her somewhere we can bring her back.
No, you
I
say
just
you're
don't want to reward her.
reward
Let
her.
go first because
Reward
she can't
her.
control herself.
10-4.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think that sends a terrible message to everybody. Hey, everybody, put on a show, act out, and you'll get to go first.
Yeah, come
We're not
on.
gonna do that.
Isn't this how this works?
All right, let's bring Miss Hunt back.
Ay, ay, ay.
Judge, I had informed the court that I'm currently representing Ms. Hunt on a non-criminal matter. I was notified by the family, asked to be here, so I'm here for the purpose of the first appearance today. And I'm not quite sure where that's going to fall out, but for today.
That was
I'm here.
quite amusing.
As I was telling the court, my client has no criminal history. She does own a home here in Bartow. She does have.
I'm clipping that
employment.
mandatory.
She does have people that she's taking care of. As I was telling the court, the subject of that paperwork that we have is not in the home, is somewhere else. So that's not
The paperwork that I have, this the affidavit?
yes, sir. It speaks to us.
Judge, this relates to Justin Hunt.
That was
Right,
hilarious.
I get it. You said the paperwork that I have, I just didn't.
Can I prove?
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Why are they whispering? We want to hear.
Okay.
Hey, wait, what up, Bam Bam?
I was thinking there was an item or a document. That's what threw me a little bit. Yeah, I absolutely read Mr. Hunt's and I've read Mrs. Hunt, so go right ahead. I'm sorry.
So again, Judge, we waive reading of it into the record. I've already read it. I know my client is aware of the allegations, but based on the allegations, I think you have to read that are there in front of you, because she's never been in trouble before, based on her age, owning a house. I would just ask the court to pretrial release her. I didn't get to see the recommendation of pretrial release. I know Ms. Billings was going to.
What's that
offer
purple
it to
app?
me. Hopefully your honor has it. Like I said, I don't know the status of it, but based on her lack of any criminal history, in the.
Yeah, she wasn't recommended for straight pretrial release from the pretrial release services. So let me see what Mr. Matthews says, and then I'll give you a chance to make a suggestion as to your bonds. Mr. Matthews?
With respect, Judge, Mrs. Hunt, the allegations in her, I'm trying to respect the waiver of the reading of the charges. The allegations that she's before the court on are directly related to the allegations against Justin
Twitch.
Hunt,
I got Twitch.
her husband and stepfather, to the named victim in Mr. Hunt's case. The allegations against Mrs. Hunt include, over a course of many months, if not years, either minimizing, or the state's position would be covering up and hiding the alleged crimes of Mr. Hunt. Also, I don't recall whether it was in the affidavit for Mr. or Mrs. Hunt, but the allegation that other family members also would minimize or not report. And I believe, my memory is that that included Mrs. Hunt's mother. Regardless, the state's position, again, with all due respect, is that these cases are before the court as threes. While I would acknowledge that she may have no other criminal history, that she has appeared before the court for the first time under very serious and disturbing circumstances. The state is seeking an elevated bond in each of those, at least, well, in all three counts. And we would be seeking special conditions of pretrial release. I think she is entitled to a bond, but we would be seeking, and again, I'm going to go by number to try to respect counsel's request. We would be seeking special conditions 16, 17, would not object to 18, 22. I'll be seeking 22A, 23, 24, and 25, and some of the communications alleged were electronic in nature over a course of time. Thank you.
Damn, 209 pages? Sheen Gator, that's a long read.
Such as the court does feel inclined to set a bond. I know Mr. Massey has asked for some various conditions, whatever the court feels is appropriate. I've already brought the court to the attention of what I was telling the court as far as the victim in this case not being around. But Judge, I would ask that she be released on 2 of the charges as straight pre-trial. The court felt a need to set a bond, set a lower bond on one of them, and pre-trial release on the other 2 if the court felt a bond was necessary. My client doesn't have any problem with abiding by any and all pre-trial release conditions that the court may impose.
Ma'am, I have reviewed the affidavit. I find probable cause for the 3 charges. I'm not going to elevate the bonds. I'm not going to do straight pre-trial release candidly. I think this is a case where standard bonds should apply. So I'm going to set her bond on each of these 3 third-degree felonies at $5,000 cash or surety. Ma'am, if you're able to post those bonds, you must immediately check in with the Office of Pretrial Release, sign up with them in person, and call them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You have all the standard conditions of pretrial release plus the following special conditions. Condition 17 says you're not allowed to have any intentional contact with the listed victim. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. You must stay 500 feet away from the victim, their home, their vehicles, where they work, or where they go to school. As far as the alleged victim, they're not at the residence.
They're not at the residence, but I do need to tell the court this. We have proceedings that are set for next week. So I would ask the court with what you just announced with regard to that no contact, that here in the courthouse or the legal setting, that it is permissible because we have that set for next week.
Yeah, I don't read it often, but there's a built right into the number 17. Except scheduled court proceedings. I think that almost goes without saying, yeah, but if you have a scheduled court proceeding, that's an exception to any of the no contacts. At number 17, so you anticipate her being able to go back to the residence because the victim is not there.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm not going to do 18. 22 I'll do. 23, no contact with the co-defendant, I'll do that as well. I'm not going to put you on a GPS monitor. I'm not going to put you on house arrest.
That was going to let her out?
I think we've covered it all.
She's a menace to society.
Anything else, Mr. Ladner?
No, sir, Judge.
Okay. All right. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Have a nice day.
Her mother-in-law gave me a phone number to give her, but I told her that she didn't have anything to write down. But I will call the mother-in-law at court today. Thank you.
Have a great day, Mr. Ladner. All right.
I'm not sure what she did.
Private attorneys, Mr. Kaler, I think I saw you there.
You did, Judge. Thank you so much. Judge, I have
Who would you
2 of
like
them
to call up?
Yes, Your Honor. One of them I think has already been released, but he may still be on the docket. Jonathan Tozier, Tozier.
I was notified before court that he is no longer in custody. Do we all agree with that? Tozier's not in custody? He was a reckless and a super speeder. He's not in custody, Mr. Kaler. I think he's bonded out.
Excellent, Your Honor. Then the next case I have before the court is Nathan Hammock.
Hey, I didn't even get a shout out myself.
Hammock.
Nathan Hammock was on his way from Central, but he hasn't made it to South County.
Interesting.
He's in
Well, Judge,
transit. You can tell me what you want to do, Mr. Kaler.
well, Judge, I'd like to waive this. I've got to be in Bartow for a hearing at 3 o'clock, but if I could, I'll just waive his presence, Your Honor.
Sure, we can do that if you're representing. He's charged with 2 counts.
Cynthia, he
of
was
possession
on.
of firearm
I had him
by
on in the morning.
convicted felon, 1 count of possession of a altered firearm, and then 1 count of operating a motor vehicle without insurance.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, we've filed a limited notice of appearance. Judge, he's been in Polk County his entire life. I think he's been out of trouble for a while, but Mr. Matthews is probably in a better position to talk about that. He lives in Polk County. He's got a family. He's got a child with some very significant health issues. We're asking the court to set the standard bonds on the misdemeanor, and we would ask the court to impose a bond of around $7,500 for each of the felonies with whatever conditions of pretrial release the court deems appropriate.
My thoughts real quick. I have 2 counts of possession of firearm by convicted felon.
Welcome back, Shannon.
Normally, I don't see 2 firearms. I normally see a firearm with some bullets or some. So the case law is pretty clear, and they go into a great analysis as to the distinction between the word a or and, how it appears in the statute. What's clear to me is you can't have 7 counts of possession of firearm or ammunition by a convicted felon for 1 gun with 6 bullets. The A or the and, I believe, applies to multiple guns. We just don't actually see that very often. Multiple guns.
Judge, I was going to make that argument. I actually had a first appearance not that long ago where they filed 15 counts of possession of ammunition because they found 15 bullets. And I made that argument and I got shot down by the judge. So glad that you said that, and I'm happy to renew that argument because I think when you're talking about that, but for the fact that I've gotten slapped down by a judge after they found, of course, the state then went off and filed just 1 count of possession of ammunition. But any of it, Judge, I don't disagree with you. Normally, to be perfectly blunt, Judge, I've seen judges set bonds of these on anywhere between about $7,500 and $15,000. So I figured, well, shoot, I'll just ask for $7,500 a piece. But we would ask for bond. We would ask for bond to be in the range of about $7,500 to $10,000 if the court only intends to impose it on 1 count.
Mr. Matthews, I'll give you a chance to respond, but that's where I'm leaning. I think that's the proper thing to do, is to find PC for 1. I'm not making this up. There's a whole lengthy opinion about
the facts that way.
The difference between an A and an and. Go right ahead.
I understand, Judge. I understand the court's position. I would respectfully note in this case, there are 2 different guns that are 2 different locations at 2 different times. A gun with a handgun with some altered serial numbers were thrown into the bushes, and when he was stopped, he also had a rifle on his motorcycle, if I recall correctly.
Well, I took that to mean it was all done at the same time. Like there's a crash, and that the guy throws the pistol in the bushes, and he has his what he called his father's old gun stuck like a cowboy in his motorcycle. Like
Tate did, apparently. But again, I just wanted to make it clear and make the argument that this was not a gun with ammunition or 2 guns in the same place, but rather 1 gun was handled in a way different than the other, and 1 was.
What up, Sophie?
An act was taken on 1, and he retained possession of the other. I'd also respectfully note that he's been charged with possession of firearm by a convicted felon in the past. It does have what I would call at least a significant record, if not a lengthy one.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
What up, Jess?
I'm going to find no probable cause for the 2nd count of possession of firearm by convicted felon. He'll be ROR'd on the 2nd count. Now, what the state chooses to file is up to the state. They could disagree with me and file 2 counts, and y'all could take it up with the trial judge. But I'm going to ROR him on the 2nd count on the possession of a altered firearm. I find probable cause. The bond's $1,000. On the failure of an owner or operator of a motor vehicle to have insurance. I will say this, I actually whipped out the old statute book, and there's a distinction between having insurance and having, financial responsibility.
Yes, they're separate statutes.
Yeah, and so we customarily lump those 2 together, but it's not the same.
And the one is triggered, I think, after a crash or an actual financial liability.
Yeah, motorcycles in Florida, you don't by law have to have insurance, but you have to demonstrate financial responsibility, the ability to pay for someone if you do their damage. So I had to do a little research, but I believe there's probable cause. So bond is set at $250, and I'm going to set the bond on the 1 count of possession of firearm by convicted felon at $10,000 cash or surety. Add it all up, it's $11,250. Anything else, Mr. Kaler?
No, Your Honor. Is the court also placing him on pretrial release as a condition?
I wasn't planning on it on these charges. I don't typically do it on these charges. Is the state asking for it for any specific reason?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, just straight bond on this one.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You bet. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Any other private attorneys? If not, Ms. Maglini has replaced Ms. Fajo. We can turn our attention back to the Spanish speakers. Right.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing the person was probably
Let's call
inside
up,
court. I was trying to figure out where the individual was at, but I couldn't figure it out. I was looking at the camera.
Ben Sala?
Okay, the bottom one is coming up, I think. Oh no, hold on. It's probably the top one. I don't know, one or the other. We'll figure it out right now.
The females, we have Samai Ben Sala.
That's French.
So you're saying the young lady needs a
being
French
transported, thank you.
interpreter?
Yes.
Nobody told us we need a French interpreter. Miss
Yes,
Bellini,
French?
They were told. They
Oui,
called.
oui.
They know.
Is that French? Is
who do you
we
mean by
French?
they?
The interpreters.
So Miss Bellini, are you in the courtroom, let me rephrase it. No one told me in the courtroom that
Oh,
we
okay,
had a
thank you,
need
thank
for
you,
a
Amber.
French interpreter. I was given a list of Spanish interpreter cases. Miss Bellini, are you aware, have you made steps to get a French interpreter?
The office is working on it, Your Honor, but we don't have confirmation yet.
All right. So we'll pivot back to that one.
We'll pivot back to that one. Come on, Your Honor.
Let's call up Wilmer Carrillo.
Wilmer, where you're at? He's at the top. All right, cool. Let me switch it back to the top. See, we got Wilmer. Let's see. What do you guys think Wilmer did?
It's just straight French from like French.
Wilmer. Who names their child Wilmer?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to the lady. So who was asking about French or French Creole? All right, Deputy, I'm being asked, does the young lady need a French interpreter or a French Creole interpreter? Since I have not talked to her and I have not heard her talk, I have no idea what she needs. Can you help us out and find out if she needs a French or a French Creole interpreter?
French or French Creole?
As I told the interpreter, it's my understanding she needs a French only interpreter.
French
All right.
only?
So the deputy is indicating we need a French, not a Creole interpreter, but a French interpreter.
Okay.
He said that we can't schedule one today, but if we could we bring her back tomorrow?
Ms. Goings, apparently there's not a French interpreter available today. We're going to reset Ms. Ben Sala for tomorrow.
I got things to do tomorrow, Your Honor.
And well, Ms. Maglini, or actually, we're talking to someone in your office now.
No, they're not going to take it.
Thank you so much.
The guy sleeping in the
Are we able to
front.
have one tomorrow?
Oh, that fool is sleeping.
Saturday.
That fool's out.
All right, let's call up Wilmer Carrillo.
Wilmer's up there. Man, this court is all over the place. They're definitely unorganized. I wouldn't want to be in this court. Hey, what up, Chad? Órale, Chad came over to YT, I see.
Mr. Carrillo, you are charged with,
What up, Yip?
looks like retail theft, first degree misdemeanor. She's charged as a third degree felony.
Señor Carrillo, parece que le acusan de hurto de tiendas minoristas, delito menor en primer grado. De hecho, están causados como delito
I don't think
mayor
TikTok
en
is
tercer
working, Chad.
grado.
Like the chat's not working. I think something's wrong.
Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong
¿Quiere
with it.
usted que le asigne la oficina de defensores públicos para que lo representen?
Sí.
Yes.
See? Good here. Hey,
Or
thank
I'll
you.
appoint the public
Vegas.
defender's office to represent you.
Señor, le nombraré la oficina de defensores públicos para
I'm
que lo
talking about the other
represente.
account.
I have reviewed the affidavit from the Auburndale Police Department.
He revisado el affidavit del Departamento de Policía de Auburndale.
I do not find probable cause for the retail grand theft.
No encuentro motivo fundado por el hurto mayor de tiendas minoristas.
I do find probable cause
Chat is
for the
working? Okay,
misdemeanor
cool.
retail theft.
Thank you, guys.
encuentro que hay motivo fundado para delito menor, hurto de tiendas minoristas.
I'm going to set your bond at $1,000.
Establezco su fianza en $1,000.
Yeah, it wasn't working. I tried to. I've been trying to set it up for like the last maybe 10
All I
minutes.
have is a third-degree felony. So,
We have an amended one.
The screen was just blank.
Sorry.
well, I guess just a half a dozen, 1/6 another. So, sir, apparently I didn't know it. I haven't been provided a amended affidavit catching your mistake and filing it as an M1.
Señor,
Yeah, it is,
no se me
Brittany.
había
It's
presentado,
a lot clearer on
pero
YT.
el affidavit enmendado donde se daban cuenta de su error,
What up,
que
High Queen?
interponía en el caso como delito menor en primer grado.
We're going on overtime today.
So the end result is the same. I find probable cause for a second-degree misdemeanor.
Hey, what up, Hoover?
El resultado final es el mismo. Hay motivo fundado por un delito menor en segundo grado.
Your bond is set at $250. Step your left.
Su fianza está en $250.
$250? What was it? No driver license?
Okay.
Traffic
clarify?
violation? Hey, Lexi, thank you for that daily heart.
Clarifying. I wanted to ask.
Hey,
the
Elder,
state-
thank you for that daily heart.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm sorry,
Grand
who's
theft?
speaking?
Retail
Rebecca
theft?
Lenz from the Public Defender's Office.
Okay, thank you. La señora defensora quería aclarar algo, quería preguntar algo al fiscal.
I wanted to know if the state is withdrawing the affidavit that charged
Hey, thank you,
retail
Joker.
theft, hidden merchandise.
Quiero saber si el fiscal retirará el affidavit donde acusaban de hurto de tiendas minoristas, mercancía escondida.
Where the hell is the individual? I don't see anybody here.
No, the state's proceeding on the admitted affidavit that is before the court.
No, la fiscalía procede con el affidavit enmendado que está ante el juez.
Okay,
The amended affidavit I'm looking at says petty theft, first offense.
that's what I was trying to clarify. So they are no longer proceeding on the one that was a felony.
The
So,
original affidavit,
El affidavit enmendado que yo tengo dice hurto menor, primer delito. Eso es lo que quería aclarar. Así que no van a proceder ya con el que era delito mayor.
the original one was retail theft, hidden merchandise, grand theft, $750.
Yes, sir. That's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you.
El original
County, yeah.
era robo de tiendas minoristas, mercancía escondida, hurto mayor 750. Sí, eso es lo que quería aclarar. Gracias.
To change your name, you gotta go to. You gotta find
Bradley
this icon.
Casanova,
Oh, you can't even see it on here. You gotta go into your settings to change your name on your account.
sir, you're here for a violation of probation on a misdemeanor battery.
Señor, está aquí por un cumplimiento de probatoria por delito menor, agresión física.
You want the public defender?
¿Quiere usted el defensor público?
I'll talk by myself.
Oh, he's an English speaker.
You need an interpreter or no?
No, I don't need. I'm sorry.
We'll have a seat.
Go have a seat. Tonto, you should have said you don't know speak Spanish. You would have been out of there already. Now you gotta go back to the end of the line now.
Jaime Gonzalez?
Jaime, come on down.
Gonzalez. Gonzalez.
It speeds up the process if they keep it co-ed in court.
He's at South.
It's not like they're together in their cells or in their dorm room. They're separated by a bench
You're
here.
charged with resisting an officer without violence, DUI, and refusing to submit to a breath test.
Señala, usted se le acusa de haber resistido a un agente del orden público sin violencia, de haber conducido en estado de embriaguez bajo los efectos, rehusarse a someterse a unas pruebas aleatorias.
Do you want the public defender?
¿Desea usted que se le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio?
Hey, trust me, them being co-ed is not
Yes.
is not what is cracked up to be.
Voy a nombrar esa oficina.
Find probable cause on all three charges.
Determine que se establecieron motivos fundados para justificar los 3 cargos.
Your bond on each of the 3 charges is $1,000.
La fianza por cada uno de estos 3 cargos será de $1,000.
Step to your left.
Ubíquese a su izquierda.
Patricia Hernandez Olivares.
That was super
Patricia
nervous.
Hernández Olivares.
What do you guys think that guy did? What do you guys think this guy did right here? I'm pointing different places on the screen, but depending on what camera you're looking at.
And you're charged with driving a motor vehicle without a driver's license.
Hey, what up, Gio?
Señora, se le acusa de haber conducido un vehículo de motor sin tener una licencia válida de conductor.
He slumped over. Oh, that fool, yeah. That fool is slumped
¿Desea
over.
que se le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio?
Sí.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
appoint
done.
that office to represent you
Nombraré esa oficina para que la represente.
and find probable cause for the charge.
Polk County.
Determine que se establecieron motivos fundados para justificar los cargos.
I'll set your bond at $500.
Le fijo la fianza de la cantidad de $500.
And because she has an ICE hold,
Oh,
I'll
shit, hold
ask
on.
the clerks to prepare a detainer.
Y en base de que
They're
hay
talking
una
to her.
orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias, le solicitaré a las actuarias que preparen una orden de retención.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Señora, pase buen día.
Gerardo Hernandez Lozama.
I hate when they switch between the top and the
Gerardo
bottom.
Hernández Lezama.
There we go. Dude is withdrawing on something. Somebody getting some candy bars. Something sweet
Is
in their
charged
mouth.
with driving a motor vehicle without a license.
Se le acusa de haber conducido un vehículo de conducir sin tener una licencia.
Sir, do you want the public defender?
Señor, ¿desea que se le nombre?
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, if you need the interpreter, wait till she does her job before you answer in English, okay?
Señor, si necesita los servicios del intérprete, espere hasta que ella termine de su labor antes de que usted comience a contestar en inglés. ¿Bien?
Ok.
Ok.
Okay.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Voy a nombrar la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente.
I reviewed the paperwork.
He revisado la documentación.
Finding probable cause, I'll set your bond at $500.
Después de haber determinado que se han establecido motivos fundados, le fijo la fianza la cantidad de $500. Your Honor, the interpreter heard $500. Is the court stated $500?
Yes, $500.
Thank you. $500.
Get to your left, sir.
Señor, ubíquese a su izquierda.
So that, yeah, nice hold was the court intentionally.
Yeah.
Of course, totally up to the court. I just wanted to.
So because he has an ICE hold, I'm asking the clerks to prepare a detainer.
En base de que hay una orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias, estoy solicitando a las actuarias que preparen una orden de retención. Pase buen día.
Donato Martinez Cabanzo.
Donato Martínez Cabanzo.
Donato.
They'll ask to be heard on the bond on this one.
Sir, you're charged with robbery by sudden snatching.
Señor, se le acusa de robo por arrebato.
You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Se le acusa de
Hey, what up,
agresión
Kimberly?
con agravante utilizándose un arma mortífera.
And you're charged with domestic violence, battery
wow.
by strangulation.
También se le
Hi.
acusa de violencia intrafamiliar con lesiones corporales por medio de estrangulación.
We're going to be here all day with these court cases, the
You
way
want the
they're
public
going.
defender?
Desea que se le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio.
Sí.
Yes.
I'll appoint that office to represent you.
Nombraré a esa oficina para que lo represente.
I find
Valid, yeah.
probable cause for all 3 charges.
Determine que se establecieron motivos fundados para justificar los 3 cargos.
Hey, this guy went old
Matthew,
school with the
so ready.
strangulation tactic.
Señor Matthews, prosiga.
Your Honor, the second count on the
Is it?
docket indicates a crime that is It falls under the definition of a forcible felony.
Su señoría, en cuanto al segundo punto acusatorio, el calendario indica que esto fue un ilícito que categoriza bajo un delito grave con temeridad.
State would argue that the probable cause affidavit states probable cause that the accused is an unauthorized alien under 908.111.
Oh, damn, this was done.
También el Estado estaría presentando alegatos indicando que la declaración jurada por escrito indica que el acusado es una persona que está aquí como en calidad de indocumentado conforme la ley 908.111.
The crime charged is a
Welcome on over.
dangerous crime
Thank you.
under 907.041.
Somebody crying?
El delito imputado se considera ser un delito peligroso conforme 907.041.
I heard somebody crying.
It does not qualify for motion for pretrial detention under that statute.
No califica para un pedimento
Or am I losing my marbles?
A detención previa al juicio conforme esta ley.
However, the state would argue that it does qualify.
Was that a cough or a cry?
For pretrial detention under 907.041 subsection 6.
That was a cough.
Sin embargo, el Estado estará presentando alegatos que indica que sí califica para una detención previa al juicio conforme la 907.041 inciso 6.
Under that section, the presumption is an imperative, respectfully, for the court.
Por tal razón, bajo esa sección,
They're all sleeping, yep.
se establece que la suposición es importantísima.
Playing a match of Grand Theft Auto?
The court shall presume the defendant's presence at.
Bro, yeah, he's good. He's good. We just did a video visit with him today.
The court shall presume that the defendant presents a substantial flight risk.
Además, se le quiere presentar que el juez puede suponer que este acusado representa un riesgo sustancial de fuga.
Shall order pretrial detention.
Y deberá ordenar una redetención previa al juicio.
It says court drama discussion.
I'm sorry, counsel, the interpreter couldn't hear.
The state requests the court honor that statute.
Y el Estado solicita a este juez que tome en consideración que acepte esta ley, que se acate esta ley.
On the charge of robbery by sudden snatching, you believe that falls under the category of forcible felony?
¿Piensa usted que en base de robo por hurto o robo por arrebato, eso califica ser como un delito grave cometido mediante fuerza o violencia?
I'll be right back.
No, Your Honor, aggravated assault.
No, su señoría, pero agresión con agravantes.
Ms. Goins, any response?
Señora Goins, ¿alguna contestación?
The state already said.
El Estado ya dijo
that the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon would not justify a motion for detention. That's my understanding.
Que el delito de agresión con agravante utilizándose un arma mortífera no justifica un pedimento para una detención. Eso fue lo que yo entendí.
And I'm looking at the statute the state just cited.
Y estoy examinando la ley que acaba de citar el Estado.
907.041 sub 6, is that correct, sir?
La 907.041, inciso 6. ¿Eso es correcto, señor?
Yes.
Sí. You know, there's background noise.
I'm looking for the 6.
6,
Yeah.
forcible felon, unauthorized alien. If not that, then at first appearance shall work for trial detention.
Statute.
It has changed this year.
Yes, 21. In 2020.
You can see that here in the statutory notes.
Right.
Florida.
Yonder, this is the interpreter. There's background noise, and the interpreter was unable to decipher what the attorneys were speaking.
They didn't intend for you to
Okay.
interpret that, ma'am. They were having a conversation between the two of them off the record.
Okay.
And I just need to clarify.
Y necesito aclarar.
If the state is going to file a motion for detention, a motion to detain.
Another one? Or is
Si
it still the
estará
same guy?
presentando un pedimento para una detención.
Is this the same guy?
907041 provides 2 vehicles for the state to seek pretrial detention.
La 907-041
This is the strangulation guy?
presenta 2 vías para
Cash,
que el
thank you.
Estado solicite una retención previa al juicio.
I had to go put my
One is
clothes
through a motion
in the
under
dryer.
Subsection 5C
Thank you,
or
guys.
D.
I just
O un
joined. Hey, what's up, Miss
pedimento bajo el inciso 5, C o D.
The other is through subsection 6.
Was somebody
which does
screaming
not call for
again?
a motion from the state.
If you will. Hey,
El
thank you,
otro
Cash.
es por medio del inciso 6, que no solicita un pedimento por parte del Estado.
They're using cash out
State will not
provisions.
file a motion under 5C or D, but is requesting the court hold the defendant under subsection 6.
Man, this was going to get like
Entonces
3
el
life
Estado
sentences
no estará
over this.
presentando un pedimento bajo la 5C o D, pero solicita al juez que detenga al acusado bajo el inciso 6.
Sir, I find probable cause for all 3 charges.
Señor, determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados para los 3
He strangled
cargos.
somebody.
Your bond on the robbery by sudden snatching is $10,000.
What up,
Su
Vic?
fianza, la fianza que se le fija por al cargo de robo hurto por arrebato será de $10,000.
Your bond on the domestic battery by strangulation is also $10,000.
Agua.
La fianza que se le fija en cuanto al cargo de violencia intrafamiliar por medio de estrangulación también será de $10,000.
Don't tell me what to do. Damn, I gotta go back for
Pursuant
that
to
one.
the statute that's been discussed here in open court,
En base de la ley que se ha dialogado aquí en esta sala en vigor,
I'm going to hold you no bond on the aggravated assault.
no le concederé fianza en cuanto al delito de agresión con agravantes.
Each of those 3 charges has been enhanced based upon your immigration status.
En base de su calidad migratoria, estos 3 delitos han sido incrementados.
If I lived in
Each
Florida,
of those crimes are punishable up to 15 years in prison.
if I didn't have status, I would have got out of. I would have left Florida ASAP. As soon as they started talking about changing these laws, I would have been gone. I
Hasta 15
would have been
años.
gone like the wind.
Step to your left, sir.
Or I would have been gone like Juan.
Ubíquese a su izquierda, señor.
Joe Manuel Nunez Suarez.
Joe Manuel
It doesn't make
Núñez
any sense.
Juárez.
They don't want them in the country, but they want them in prison. Like, make that make sense.
Sir, you're charged with failing to appear for court on a charge of not having a motor vehicle registration.
Señora, usted se le acusa de no haber comparecido al tribunal en un cargo de no tener o no haber tenido su
What up,
tarjeta de
Boston?
circulación en su vehículo.
Yeah, I know, Miss Leanne.
Do
I
you
know.
want the public defender?
¿Desea usted que se le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio?
Sí.
Yes.
I'll
The
appoint
Barbie
that
comb.
office to represent you.
Nombraré esa oficina para que lo represente.
You're
I
in Polk
find
County?
probable cause based upon this capias.
En base de esta orden de aprehensión por incomparecencia, determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados y la fianza se le fija
Your bond is $1,000.
La cantidad de $1,000.
You better bail out if you don't got an ice hold. I would, if I would bail out. I'll be telling my people,
Sir,
hey,
you have a
get that money together.
open case that you're currently out on bond.
Actualmente, señor, hay un caso que tiene pendiente que
Citrus,
usted está
County.
bajo fianza.
As well as pretrial release.
Yeah, Judge Grady. I see him on
También
come
está
up
bajo
on my
una
feet all the
libertad
time.
previa al juicio.
Because of that,
En base a esto,
having found probable cause on the new crime,
A new crime.
determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados por el nuevo
What you talking about,
ilícito.
Willis?
I'm going to revoke your bond and pretrial release.
Oh, that was
Le
short lived.
revoco la fianza en cuanto a la retención previa al juicio.
Scratch the
I
bond
hold you
now.
no bond pursuant to the authority of Parker versus State.
No le fijo fianza alguna conforme la autoridad de Parker contra el Estado.
Madam Clerk, the case number is 25 MM 4696.
Y señora actuaria, el número del causa es 25M4696.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent him on that Parker case if they're not already on the case.
Voy a nombrar a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que los represente en cuanto a ese cargo de Parker, si ya no se le ha nombrado uno.
Rafael Rodriguez.
Damn, that fool just
Rafael
standing there like,
Rodriguez.
well, like what happened? That fool don't even know what time it is.
Sir, you're charged with knowingly driving while your license is suspended with a prior conviction.
Señor, se le acusa de haber conducido con la licencia suspendida, habiendo sido esta o la segunda condena, una previa condena.
You want the public defender appointed to represent you?
¿Desea que se le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente?
Sí.
Yes.
30
I'll
days
appoint that office
next.
to represent you.
Nombraré esa oficina para que lo represente.
I reviewed the paperwork and find probable cause.
Examiné la documentación y determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados.
Your bond set on this matter is $1,000.
La fianza que se le fija en este caso es de $1,000.
Because you're out on bond pretrial release on a felony matter,
En base de que usted estaba en
What up,
libertad
Bella?
bajo condiciones del Departamento de Libertad previa al juicio por haber sido acusado de un delito grave,
I'm going to revoke your bond on 24 CF 10206.
se le revoca la fianza en cuanto al número de causa 24 CF 10206.
I'm going to appoint the public defender if they weren't already appointed.
Le
Yep, a
nombraré
lot
la
of
oficina de
revocations.
abogados de oficio para que lo represente si de no haber sido nombrado.
Step to your left, sir.
Ubíquese a su izquierda, señor.
Ms. Bayho, would you like to make an announcement?
This is Polk County,
Yes, ¿alguna
Florida.
otra persona presente que
Polk
necesite
County,
servicios de
Florida.
interpretación en español?
We
Levante
got
su
one more in
mano.
South County.
Another one?
Last name is Moreno.
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 All right, let's
Romeo.
Moreno.
Romeo.
Romeo.
Moreno.
Santos? Moreno?
First name?
Olman Javier Moreno Valenzuela.
No.
Javier Moreno Valenzuela.
Yep. Sheriff
We don't have
Grady.
seat. We have more here also, Judge.
I live in Polk
Let's just
County.
figure this guy out.
Drop a follow.
Sir, is your name Olvan Javier Moreno Valenzuela? Deputy in South County, you're muted. I can't hear his response.
Muted.
Muted.
Well, he wasn't muted.
Sí, ese es mi nombre.
That's my
Yeah,
name.
that's my name.
Sir, you have a warrant out of Osceola County.
Señora, hay una orden de aprehensión que pesa en su contra que origina del condado de Osceola.
The warrant is for a violation of probation on a misdemeanor DUI.
La orden es por una orden de incumplimiento por haber sido condenado en un caso de violencia, de conducción bajo los
Yeah, thank you,
efectos
Bella.
en calidad de delito menor.
Sir, you can hire a lawyer, but I cannot appoint the public defender here in Polk County.
Señor, yo no puedo usted puede contratar un abogado si así lo desea, pero yo no le puedo nombrar un abogado de oficio aquí en este condado de Polk.
I reviewed the paperwork and I find probable cause.
Examiné la documentación, determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados.
The judge in Osceola set your bond at no bond.
El juez de Osceola no le fija fianza.
We will notify them that you're free to be picked up.
Who's talking?
Le estarán notificando a ellos que usted está listo para que ellos lo vengan a recoger.
If you're still in our jail on the 26th, we'll bring you back to first appearance.
Si todavía está en esta cárcel para el 26, lo traeremos de regreso a la primera comparecencia.
Sir, you do have a ICE hold, so I'm going to ask the clerk to prepare a detainer.
Señor, también hay una orden de retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias. Así que voy a pedirle a la secretaria que prepare una orden, una detención.
Step to your left, sir.
Ubíquese a su izquierda, señor.
Who do we have that is the interpreter in Central?
Romero, Moises.
Moisés Romero.
Sir, you're charged with battery of a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence.
What up, Harley?
Señor, usted se le acusa de agresión contra un agente del orden público y resistir a las autoridades con violencia.
Oh, this guy's goose is
You want
cooked.
me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
¿Quiere que yo le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente?
Sí, sir.
Hey, Gabriel, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Highly appreciate you.
I'll appoint that office to represent you.
Nombraré esa oficina para que lo represente.
Sir, I've reviewed the paperwork and I find probable cause for the two charges.
Señor, examiné la documentación, determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados para justificar los dos cargos.
Your bond on each of these two felonies is $5,000.
La fianza que se le fija por cada uno de estos dos delitos graves es de $5,000.
Have a nice day.
This is the last case.
Pase buen día.
We should be going to switching on over to English.
Do we have any others that need the Spanish interpreter?
One more. Silva.
One more?
Silva.
Ay, damn.
Uno más.
This is like the never-ending story. Hey, there's 2 states or 3 states that I wouldn't commit any crimes for sure. I wouldn't commit any crimes in Florida. I wouldn't commit any crimes in Texas, and I wouldn't commit any crimes in Georgia, if you will. I don't recommend any of those states to commit crimes.
Does Judge Kaler go straight docket?
What am I like
Does
speaking?
here at the South or Central for Spanish or not? I've been told that. By golly, a day like today, I'm tempted to do that. Sir Court. I'm tempted to go A to Z, South, Central. It makes no difference to me. Spanish, French, Creole. I think we can
Florida
all, with
prisons have no
New Jersey might be
AC?
a better way to do it.
Virginia, too.
So I'm thinking about doing
We'll
that.
add that one.
Mr. Silva, you're charged with super speeder violation.
Super speeder? What the hell is a super
Señor
speeder?
Silva, a usted se le acusa de ser un conductor que condujo en exceso de velocidad.
Sir, do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Thank you, my life.
Señor, ¿desea usted que yo le nombre a la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente?
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, they accused you of going 105 miles an hour on I-4 in a 70-mile-an-hour zone.
What?
Señor, se le acusa de haber conducido a 105 millas por hora cuando la velocidad señalada era de 70 millas por hora.
Woo,
En la
105.
4. Determiné que se establecieron motivos fundados.
Hey, what up, Bello?
I find probable cause and I'll set your bond at $250.
They're going to give this fool like
Le nombro la
150
fianza, Le
years.
fijo la fianza en $250.
Have a nice day, sir.
Pase buen día, señor.
105.
All right, do we have someone that needs to be called out of order who's in a wheelchair?
Gentlemen,
Yes,
the
Judge.
interpreter be dismissed.
Ms. Fejo, why don't you just in an abundance of caution, give an announcement to see if anybody else needs your services.
Ok, Your Honor. ¿Alguna otra persona que necesite servicios de interpretación en español, levante su mano?
Hey guys, I just got a violation again. I gotta start the stream over. This is gonna be the one that has the
Nobody
good
else
screen.
Apparently
Nobody
needs
I'll
your
be right back.
services. Thank you so much, Ms. Fejo. Have
You're
a nice
welcome, Your
weekend.
Honor. Thank you.
This
And
young
you guys are
lady,
good.
what's her name?
The violation doesn't affect you
Gaynor
guys.
Elmore Michelle.
All right. Starting the stream back up here.
Miss Michelle Gaynor-Elmore, you're charged with a warrant out of Brevard County. It is a writ of bodily attachment.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I cannot appoint a public defender. This is a civil
What up,
matter.
Cajun?
Besides that, it's out of Brevard County. You can hire a lawyer if you want. I've looked over the paperwork from Brevard County. I find probable cause to hold you. The judge there has set a purge in this matter. So if you can come up with $300, you can purge out here in Polk County on the Brevard County case. If you have nothing in Polk that's holding you in our jail, we'll notify Brevard that they're free to come get you. If you're still in our jail on November 26th, you'll be brought back to see a first appearance judge so you two can discuss it. Step to your left. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that girl. They'll bring her at the last. I forgot about her.
First, let's do Richard Allen.
They're going to bring her back. That one girl that cussed out the judge.
Come on.
You know what? I think that girl, I think she has some mental health
Richard
issues.
Allen, you're charged with battery by strangulation. Do you want the public defender?
Damn, another one?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Sir, I reviewed the paperwork, finding probable cause. Your bond is $5,000. I'm going to make it a condition of pretrial release. If you post that bond, you must immediately check in with the pretrial sign-up in person, calling them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All the standard conditions plus special conditions.
Welcome,
17 and
Alex.
18. 17 says you can't have weapons, firearms, ammunition, or knives. I'm sorry. 16 is you can't have weapons, firearms, ammunition, or knives. 17 is you can't have any contact with the alleged victim. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party.
I
You
don't
must be
sleep.
500 feet away from the victim, their
It
home,
feels
their
like
vehicles,
that.
where they work, or where they go to school. Step to your left, sir. Kenneth Bailey.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bailey, you have a
What
well-traveled
up, Tiny
man,
T?
apparently. You have warrants from Marion County, Hernando County, and Manatee County.
Damn, the
You currently
trifecta.
find yourself standing in Polk County. Sir, I cannot, the warrants are
Polk
for,
County.
each county is felony petty theft. So I can't appoint a public defender here because those are separate circuits, separate public defenders. You can hire a lawyer. Heck, you can hire 2 or 3 if that's what you want to do. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork from those various counties. I find probable cause to hold you.
This guy's a
Your
he's a
bond on the
comedian.
Marion County felony petty theft is no bond. Your bond on the Hernando felony petty theft is $5,000. Your bond on the Manatee County felony petty theft is $2,500. If you're still in our jail on the 26th of November, we'll bring you back so you can discuss it with the county judge at first appearance. Have a nice day.
You do.
Thank you. Next up is Hector
Hector and Charles Sagan.
Chigwe. Hector Chigwe
You can't say his
is
name.
charged with a warrant from a Lake County. Sir, it looks like you're here in our county on local charges.
He has warrants in
But,
different area
yeah.
codes. That's funny.
The bondsman went off bond on a driving while license suspended charge out of Lake County.
I got a few hours of
I
sleep.
cannot appoint a Polk County judge for this.
What up,
But you can
KND?
hire a lawyer if you choose or ask for a public defender once you get back to Lake County. I
What's
reviewed the
DP?
paperwork, find probable cause. The judge over at Lake County
Teresa.
has already set your bond at $10,000. You're still in our county a week from today on the 26th, or actually on the 26th, I should say. We'll bring you back to see a judge to discuss it. Have a nice day, sir.
A question. My bond is $10,000 on a misdemeanor. I don't understand that.
What don't you understand
I've
about
been
it?
hearing $200 and $1,000 for driving without a license. $10,000. Like what? How is that even justifiable?
When you get back to Lake County, you make sure you can ask that judge over there that decided to set your bond at $10,000. It wasn't me, it was him or her. Have a great day, sir. Next up is Lazaro Godoy.
Just got breakfast from the wifey right here.
You gonna waive the reading on this one, Ms. Goins?
Yes,
Waive
sir,
the reading.
I will. Thank you.
You bet. Sir, you're charged with a felony of the second degree, punishable up to 15 years in the Florida State Prison. You want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint that office to represent you. Sir, I've looked over a warrant that was previously signed by
Right.
Judge Gibson. I find probable cause, as she did.
Nah,
I'm
we
gonna
don't
set
need
your bond at
Troviso here.
$15,000, and I'm gonna make it a condition of pretrial release. If you're able to post that bond, you must immediately check in with pretrial, sign up with them in person, calling them on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We're still waiting
You
on
have
her.
all the standard conditions plus the following special conditions. You have a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're not allowed to be in possession of, carry firearms, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You're not allowed to have any intentional contact with the listed victim.
Every meal?
This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. You must stay 500 feet away from them, their home, their vehicles, where they work, or where they go to school. You're not allowed to possess or access a computer or electronic device with internet or internet capabilities. Step to your left, sir. Jaime Gonzalez Carranzana.
We already,
That ain't me.
we already done him, Judge.
Hey, haven't we
All
seen
right,
this guy
moving
before
right
with the red
along.
hair?
We're now going to do Dustin Hunt.
We did not, we did not.
Moving right along from Mr. Hunt, we're going to now do
They did that.
Yeah, it was a messed up
Galen Locke.
charges.
That's me.
All right, Mr. Locke, you're charged with armed burglary of a dwelling and grand theft of a firearm. You want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Molly.
Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender. I have looked over the paperwork back in my office. I do find probable cause. Does the state wish to be heard on the armed burglary of a conveyance?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The state would note that this is a first-degree felony.
I kind of feel like Trump when he got that one water bottle one time and he had like little tiny dinosaur hands and he was drinking water.
But in any event, in either event, the defendant is not entitled to a bond. State would request the court exercise its discretion and hold him no bond, at least until he gets to trial division for a more thorough examination of the circumstances. I would, in all candor, note that it is burglary of a conveyance, so it is not an enumerated offense under 907041. So whatever the court decides, the state will not be filing a motion for pretrial detention, as at least my reading of it does not qualify.
Ms. Goins, any response from you?
Certainly, my position is that the allegations, even though they call it is armed burglary of a conveyance, I certainly agree that's what's been charged. It was an allegation of a firearm being taken out of a vehicle. And this was also, apparently, there was an alleged series of car burglaries that were associated with this. So it doesn't seem to raise to the level of thinking in terms of an armed burglary of either a conveyance or a dwelling.
What I want to know
And
is why
we
these
ask
two guys
the
are
court
sitting so close to each
allow
other
standard
when there's
bond.
all this space over here.
Is he on pretrial release for the other ones that you're aware of?
And so it include use
My
of
spidey
display of a
senses are
firearm
tingling.
during a felony, the burglaries, grand thefts.
Sir, I find probable cause for these two charges. Your bond on the grand theft of a firearm is $5,000. I'm going to set your bond on the armed burglary of a conveyance. I do draw a distinction between you burglarizing someone's home or vehicle with a gun versus going in there in the middle of the night and stealing a gun.
They're
So I am
keeping
going
each
to
other
use my
warm.
discretion, give you a bond. I'm going to set your bond at $30,000 on the armed burglary of a conveyance. If you're on
It is cold in
pretrial
there.
release on the companion charges, since this is an add-on, I would.
The only way that's justifiable,
If you're already on pretrial, I would do the same conditions with the same call-in.
maybe that's why he's nervous. The only way I could justify sitting so close to somebody like that is if that place was packed and there was no space whatsoever. But look at all that space right there.
To have those defenses on this again, one that was having 20 years case, having them on my case once again, make sure my dad for that.
Yeah, he's been shaking since we saw him.
All right, sir. On the other cases that you've already been in front of the judge for first appearance, I'm going to place you on the same pretrial conditions, the same call-in days as the companion cases.
They say when you know, you
I'll be
know.
prepared for you. Have a
What
nice
were
day.
the call-in days? What were the call-in days? I don't know.
Every day.
This is
Hey, you gotta
Polk
call
County,
every day.
Florida.
Yes, sir. You have the other judge on the previous cases has done a GPS monitor, so that requires a daily call-in. You have all the same conditions of your companion cases. So it's 23 and 24. 23 is you can't have any contact with any of your listed co-defendants, that's directly or indirectly, and you're subject to a GPS monitor.
What up, Whiskey?
But no house arrest.
Yes.
Oh, house arrest. I'm not gonna do house arrest on this one. I know it, I just can't bring myself to do house arrest on this one. I'll do GPS so I can know where he goes, but not gonna do house arrest.
I'm eating
I know, but that's on somebody else.
toast,
Good day,
avocado,
sir.
and eggs.
Next up, we have Stephen Quarles.
He's in the hospital.
Ms. Goins, you want to bring Mr. Quarles back tomorrow?
Yes, he's been on, and he was home yesterday also.
All right, Madam Clerk, bring Mr. Quarles back tomorrow, please. Wilson Reyes Jr.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
you're charged with failing to appear for court on the charge of trespass. Do you want the public defender?
Yes.
I'll appoint them. I find probable cause. Your bond is set at 1,000. Have a great day.
They probably gave him the flashlight treatment.
Man,
Antonio Scarborough.
Hey, Miss, sir, I ain't got no charges. I just got subpoenaed to go to the state hospital. I'm not the state hospital, to Lincoln Regional.
Mr. Antonio Scarborough, you're charged with failing to appear for court on a charge of trespass. You want the public defender?
I never signed, I never had a trespassing, but I didn't go to court.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I find probable cause. Your bond is 2,000. Step to your left.
Sir, you say I got a trespassing from what?
Next up, we have Jason Tondi.
Can I verify his name? The gentleman that just walked with me. I got.
They should have put him with that other lady with the exercise.
Deputies, bring that fella back that's being loud. Ms. Goins wants to ask him some questions.
Don't that's being loud.
I called him up there and he came up.
I didn't, I missed it. It's my error.
Okay.
What's
It's
going on
Antonio
here?
Scarborough, so I called him. Bring Antonio Scarborough back, please.
Come on down to the Price is Wrong.
I got several paper at my brother's house, and it was about Sussin and Bruce. We just did that. I went one day, and then I had just went today, and he just put me down and serving Lydia Mae Scarborough. Lydia Harrison was on the front of the paper. I never had no trespassing. I got in cars and I went straight to the hospital. That's it. 2 stores, two stores. I got put off the profit. That's it.
Did he say true story?
I don't have no trespass. I just got suntan to go to the Florida State. Lincoln Region only.
Come on, can somebody translate?
All right, sir, please. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
If I had a trespass, I would have been had a trespass before that. I was in the yard when I got this. I tried to make it to the bus stop. I couldn't make it to the bus stop.
I'm confused.
All right, sir, if you don't mind, tell us what your name is.
My name is Antonio Miguel Scarborough. Unless y'all did a thumbprint or something like that, man, I don't have no trespass. And who was the person that did it? I don't see how that's capable of happening.
All right, so Antonio Scarborough, we've confirmed that. You is your middle name, start with an M?
What? Yes, Antonio Miguel. I am not going to say yeah, but
Miguel.
yes, my name is Antonio Miguel Scarborough. I just was on Stella Street.
Is your date of birth July 19, 1985?
I mean, whoever for it, this for it. I was on Stella Street. I got 2 streets that I be on, Stella Street and Chestnut.
Chestnut?
Is your date of birth July 19, 1985?
July 19, 1985. That's my worship. That's my worship birthday. But
thank you so much. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
What the hell just happened right there?
Next, we have Jason Elliott Tondi. That's okay. I'm trying to accommodate everybody's request.
Right, Smoggy?
Tondi's at Central.
Jason Elliott Tondi.
Central.
Hey, Nikki, thank you for that. Appreciate you.
He got moved to Central, Judge.
Not even Central.
Is he in transit or is he at Central?
I was told he was transported to Central.
He's here.
Hey, this court is a
Alright,
shit
bring him
show.
on up.
Oh, they got it. They're doing the wheelchair. Oh, snap.
Sir, you're charged with failing to appear for pretrial
Well, he's
on
looking at
a failure to comply with registration laws.
Oh, no, no bueno.
Do you want me to appoint the public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint him. I've looked over the paperwork, finding probable cause. You'll be held no bond with a 5-day hearing. You'll go see the circuit judge on November 25 at 9:30. Have a great day.
Yeah, they don't have pants.
sir.
They got shorts on. He didn't register. Registration.
Next up, we already did Mr. Wade earlier.
Failure to register.
Next up, we have Robbie Watkins.
Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Watkins, you're charged with warrantless VOP from Orange County. Orange County.
Yeah, he's a,
Yes, sir. If I may say a few words.
Yes.
I would prefer you not because, I'm not trying to be rude, but
No worries.
let me just
Sorry to
get through
interrupt.
this first, okay? Yeah, you have a warrantless VOP from Orange County. What put you on probation was possession of drug paraphernalia. It's on a felony case, though. That's where it started. It's a CF 25
I didn't know he has it.
10309.
What up, Jessica?
I cannot appoint a public defender, but you can hire a lawyer right now if you want to. As I've joked, you can hire 2 or 3 or 4. It's up to you.
There's
If you
2
have
courts,
that kind
yeah.
of money. If you want the public defender for this, you can always wait till you get back to the Orange County and ask for one.
Well, it's not 2
I've
different
looked over
courts.
the paperwork. I
It's
find
2
probable
different
cause to
holding
hold you.
locations.
I'm going to hold you no bond for the VOP, which is customary. And if nothing's holding you in the Polk County Jail, like a local charge, the sheriff here will notify Orange County to come get you.
Oh, she does have
For some
sunglasses
reason,
on.
They haven't come to get you, which does happen, but them being so close, you would think it would happen quickly. If that doesn't happen, we'll bring you back to see a judge on the 26th at 1 p.m. And I think that's
Yes, sir.
next Wednesday.
yeah, I know.
I was just gonna ask it.
Hold on, sir. Ms. Goins wants to say something.
He was in here last week, a week ago, waiting for county to come get him. And that's why he's here today. So he's a bring back.
Hey, shout out to the
I've
60
seen
viewers.
multiple people
on
even
White
in the
Tee.
same
Thank you,
dorm as
guys.
me go to Orange County, and I've been here for 2 weeks. Nothing holding me here. I was just gonna see if it's possible if y'all were able to release me, and then for me to fight this on the outside, because I've been here for multiple weeks. Nothing's happened. Nothing's holding me here. I have 2 businesses. I'm a smoke shop owner. I own 2 smoke shops. I have
What
my
up,
mother.
Chad?
She's 60 years old. She's handling everything for me. She's barely able to do that. I was just wondering if you guys could consider, please, like anything to just release me and let me handle it in Orange County. That's where I live. That's where I reside. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, Mr. Watkins, real quick, I will be first to admit we have a horrible system when it comes to the process you're going through. And by that, I mean, the clerks have already put on here 11/26. So I guess it has escaped them that you'd already been here a week ago to see a judge. So
yeah, it's been
we don't
2
have
weeks
a
since
very-
I've been here.
It's almost like we really should take people in your category and put them at a different time slot, a different category altogether, because you're lumped in with all these people who were arrested last night or yesterday.
Yes,
And
sir.
I don't have a clue. Unless I was the judge that was here a week ago, I don't have a clue unless I do
I
a deep dive
understand.
into it.
It's just the fact that I've been here for 2 weeks already.
Yeah,
you know?
I heard all that. I absolutely heard all that. So
He ain't gonna let you go.
this is what I'm going to do. I'm not shocked, candidly, because you have a warrantless VOP. Orange County might be going, well, we didn't issue a warrant, so why are we going to come get him? So this is
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm going to do. Mr. Matthews, I'm going to give them Monday at 5. They have
If you
not
will.
picked up, because candidly, I'm sure that's what it is. To his point, he sees people in his dorm and go all the time from Orange County, but they're just not coming to get him on a police officer in Polk arresting him on a warrantless VOP from Orange County. They're just not coming to do it because they don't have a document that shows that they got a VOP over there. I'm convinced that's what it is. So, sir, I'm going to order that at 5 o'clock on Monday, If you have not been picked up by Orange County, I'm ordering that you be released from the Polk County Jail.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
They're not gonna let that fool go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
That fool is not going nowhere. You think they're gonna release him?
That day, we need to
11/24 by 5 p.m.
Monday at 5 o'clock.
5 a.m. or p.m.?
AM or PM.
All right, sir, what's your name? I think I'm going through all the ones that I was aware is from.
What up, Ant?
We had some come from Central, we had some come from Bookend.
Yeah, this job of first appearance is
damn, I got another violation.
easier and easier with all the bouncing back and all the other things, so I'm not shocked. So if you mind telling me who he is?
Hey guys, I'm gonna start the stream all over
I'm
again.
this close to going straight docket.
The one that has 250
Another
people.
day like today, I'm gonna go straight docket.
I just got a violation. If you guys want to watch it,
I know. I mean,
violation free, jump on over to YT at Collect Call From. I'll be back.
The way, like today, A through Z, that's the way to do it. That's where I'm thinking. Sir, tell me your name.
My name is Adam McDuffie, sir.
Adam McDuffie. So you go A through Z. I don't
You guys
care
are
if they're
good.
in South. I don't care if they're in Central. They'll stand up at the podium when I call their names. You know? Yes, sir. Adam McDuffie, sir, you were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of methamphetamine, trespass on property other than a structure or a conveyance. Sir, you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you, sir. I have reviewed your paperwork back in my chambers back before I came to court. I find probable cause for these three charges. On the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. On the charge of trespass, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. And lastly, I'm going to set your bond for the meth possession at $5,000. Now, having done that, I can see that you have an open case here in Polk County on 25 CF 10169. What are the charges in that case?
Attempted robbery.
Okay.
Sir, are you asking me, sir?
No, I was asking, I had the case number and I could tell it was a felony and it was recent, but I didn't know what the charge was because sometimes that may matter to me.
Are you asking?
Sir, since you're out on a bond pretrial release on an attempted robbery.
No, I'm out on a, what do you call that? They said I was brandishing a weapon. I didn't try to rob nobody, no. It said aggravated assault or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case.
So, sir, the police arrested you on what you said, but the final say is the prosecutor who filed formal charges of attempted robbery. I guess you didn't know that, but that's what I'm being told is the prosecutor changed what the police did, which is within their statutory authority to do that.
Okay,
So, sir, since you're out on bond.
I appreciate
with,
that information.
Not a problem. Since you're out on bond on a felony, since you're out on bond on a felony and you picked up the new felony charges, I am going to revoke your bond and your pretrial release on that attempted robbery, hold you no bond pursuant to the authority of Parker versus State. Have a great day, sir.
Okay, you too, man.
Thank you so much.
That fool said, have a great day.
Say again? I can't. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name.
Brett Netzer.
I'll be honest, I couldn't hear you.
Brett Netzer.
Huh? Come again?
Netder. Netzer.
Thank you so much. Mr. Netzer, you're here on an order revoking your bond on 4 charges. They are fleeing to elude at high speed.
What?
Resisting with violence, assault on a law enforcement officer, and assault on a Leo.
They're robbing my ass. That's what they're telling me.
Who's talking?
Who's carrying on conversations? Mr. McDuffie's carrying on conversations, instructing court. All right. Mr. McDuffie, please keep it down, okay? Those microphones are sensitive and you're kind of interrupting court.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I understand you're not happy, but just wanted to let you know we were being able to hear you. Sir, I reviewed the orders revoking your bond on those 4 charges over 2 case numbers. I find probable cause for these 4 holds on you. The judges assigned them once you held no bond.
In the mail, tell me when the dates are.
We're going to hold you no bond.
Hey, Judge, I have an attorney on these cases. Last time I was in Polk County, there was a first-degree attempted murder on me at the hands of Polk County officers. So if I could request to, at minimum, switch counties, as I had no intention of missing the trial date, which was set for last week. And obviously the trial is set for the future now. And so if I could request to switch counties, as I think that would, be reasonable considering the scenario, I would appreciate that.
We show you have a private attorney, Ms. Schilling. So the judge, once you held no bond, will hold you no bond. There are opportunities to change venue, and there are opportunities if there's safety concerns to be asked. Sometimes they'll hold you in another county, that kind of thing. That motion doesn't get handled today. So take it up with Ms. Schilling, and you can file it with the appropriate judge that you're assigned to. So, sir, we're going to hold you no bond. Your next court date is December 9. Have a great day.
Here goes Mr. Sleepyhead over here.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Michael Sanchez.
Michael Sanchez.
Michael Sanchez.
Mr. Sanchez, you're charged with disorderly intoxication.
Hey, who knows what a dirty Sanchez is?
You have a warrantless VOP for criminal mischief. Do you want the public defender?
The same public defender that I had before?
No, I'm asking you, do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Not the dirty
I'll
Sanchez.
appoint them to represent you. Sir, I've looked over the paperwork, finding probable cause for the disorderly intoxication. Your bond's 1,000. Your bond on the petty theft is 1,000 as well. As far as the probation, Madam Clerk, can you look that case number up for me? Can you confirm that he is on? It's 25 CF 7348. I just want to make sure that it was kind of ambiguous in the paperwork. I want to make sure that he was on probation here in Polk County, and there's been no termination and no revocation.
Yes, probation on 11/20/12. I'm sorry, 18 months.
He went on probation when?
11/12 of this year.
11/12. So I guess you were on probation for about a week when you picked up these new charges. So
damn, that was fast.
So I just wanted to confirm that you'll be held no bond on the VOP, 1,000 for each of the 2 misdemeanors. Step to your left.
Coral.
Can I ask a question, please?
Sure.
So 10% of 1,000 is 100, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then even if I was to bond out, I wouldn't be able to get out because of the VOP?
Correct. Unless the judge you're assigned to changes that. Step to your left. Have a great day.
How long is VOP? Like, how long do I have to stay for a VOP? 30 days?
You need to take that up with your attorney and the prosecutor and the judge that's assigned. Can't tell you. Have a great day.
When will that be?
Next!
Sir, your next court date for the VOP is December 9. December 9. The misdemeanors go to another judge on December 12. Have a great day.
What's up, Giovanni?
Gary Sanders.
Gary Sanders. What do you guys think Gary Sanders did right
Jerry
there?
Sanders, you're charged by information. The charge was amended to felony petty theft.
Petty
Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir. Please.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Is Gary a man?
Over the paperwork.
Or a woman? Looks kind of big-chested,
back in my
no?
office, I do find probable cause.
Hold on.
So,
am I seeing things
here? Sir, I don't even know when that was, but I ain't worried about it.
Let's do this. Can you pull up the charging documents?
Does Gary have
He's on
headlights?
active probation that started on June 6th.
Are those headlights? Yeah, no, those are
Just picked up
headlights.
A new petty theft. And when's the offense date on the new petty theft? Go up. The information.
What the hell?
So the new information says September 24.
Really?
Yeah, so September 24, it says it involves 7-Eleven. So if I got this right, tell me if I'm wrong. He's on active felony probation for a felony petty theft. started in June and is active. The state filed an information alleging that he picked up a new felony petty theft
Also,
on
cheekbones.
September 24 of this year.
That's correct.
He is a big fella.
Sir, I'm going to set your bond. I'm going to set
Would
your
it be
bond
kind?
on the new offense at $10,000. And I'm going to do what we call an instanter. I'm going to take you into custody and hold you no bond for a VOP on the case that you're on active felony probation for. And that would be 25 CF 2967. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you on the VOP. Have a
Just
nice
another
day.
day in Polk.
Why is the bond so high?
Why is the bond so high? Because
Yes,
it's
sir.
a felony. It's a felony, and you allegedly committed a felony of the same crime that you're on probation for. So I thought, you know what, Judge, I'm going to use my discretion. I think enhanced bond's appropriate for a fella who has a felony petty theft probation. And while he's on felony petty theft probation, I find probable cause that he went into a 7-Eleven and committed a new felony petty theft.
Allegedly in September. Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.
That's all it sounds like.
Santina Dogan,
Hold on, I gotta fix the screen here.
You said her name again one time?
Santina Dogan, Dogan.
I have a Tressa Costin. What has happened with
She
Tressa
bonded.
Costin?
Bonded.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I still have these folks and I didn't know that. Moving on to Santina Dogan. Ms. Dogan, you're charged with resisting without violence, tampering with physical evidence, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia.
What the?
You want the public defender?
Yes.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Ma'am, I've looked over your paperwork back in my office. I find probable cause. Your bond on the resisting is 1,000. Your bond on the tampering is 5,000. Your bond on the paraphernalia is 1,000. Your bond on the cocaine is 5, or a grand total of 12. Have a great day.
Charlene Fowler,
I'm in love with the coco.
2 felonies, yes. 2 felonies are the tampering and the possession of cocaine are 5.
Yeah, they got a long docket today.
Resisting. Charlene Fowler, ma'am, you're charged with resisting without violence.
What up,
and
Julia?
Petty theft, second offense.
She's happy.
You want the public defender?
Yeah.
I want them to represent you. Ma'am, I've looked over your paperwork. I find probable cause to set your bond on each of these 2 misdemeanors at $2,500 apiece, 5,000 total. Have a great day.
Ooh, Lord.
Oh,
Billy Freeman.
Lord.
Ms. Freeman, you're charged with BOPs. What puts you on probation looks to be a prostitution charge and a paraphernalia possession.
Hey.
Do you want the public defender?
She's a lot
Yes, sir.
lizard.
I want the public defender to represent you.
She's a working
I've
girl.
looked over the paperwork from Judge Pinkett, finding probable cause, going to hold you no bond on each of these 2 charges.
Do you know when my next court date is?
I sure do, ma'am. 12/9.
Did somebody say back page?
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Marlena
Marlana.
Gabbard,
Lonnie Gabbard is charged with 5 crimes: resisting without violence, possession of cannabis, tampering with physical evidence, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of methamphetamine. Ma'am, do you want the public defender?
yes, please.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I've looked over the paperwork back in my office. I do find probable cause for the 5 charges. On the resisting without, it's 1,000. The cannabis possession's 1,000. The tampering's 5,000. The possession of methamphetamine is 5,000, and the paraphernalia possession is 1. Have a nice day.
Have a seat. Tanya Hayes bonded. The next one is Jada Paul. J.E. Chapal.
Jada Paul. Ma'am, you have 5 charges. You're here based upon an order regarding your pretrial release. What puts you on pretrial release is scheme to defraud, burglary with a assault or battery, a second charge of burglary with an assault or battery, grand theft of a motor vehicle, and dealing in stolen property. Do you want the public defender?
I have a private attorney.
She's already bonded out, so. You already have a private attorney? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you have regional counsel. There you go.
I think they got
So
arrested
I've
yesterday.
Reviewed the paperwork, from, looks like Judge Hill. I find probable cause. He wants you held no bond. We'll hold you no bond on these 5 matters and send you to see him on November 26th at 1 p.m. Have a great day.
The next one is Tina King.
Damn, Tina's looking in bad shape.
Miss
Tina's
King was
down
passed from
bad.
earlier. This one's King.
I misheard the, my fault.
No problem.
Man, at this rate, it's gonna be like another 2 hours before this court
Charged
finishes.
with 3 crimes: resisting without, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Tina doesn't have any teeth.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I've looked over the paperwork. I find probable cause. Your bond is set at 1,000 on the resisting, 1,000 on the paraphernalia, and 5,000 on the meth. Step to your left.
Tina toothless.
Adelaida Lopez.
Is charged with domestic violence battery.
Awa.
Ma'am, you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I've looked over your paperwork,
What up,
finding
Kim?
probable cause. Going to set your bond at $2,500, making it a condition of pretrial release. If you're able to post that bond, you must immediately check in with the Office of Pretrial Release,
Órale.
sign up in person, and call them on
Every time I hear the
Fridays. All the
toilet.
standard conditions plus special conditions, 16, 17, and 18. Can't have weapons or firearms, ammunition, or knives in your possession.
I'll be
You
right
can't
back.
have any intentional contact with a listed victim. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. You must stay 500 feet away from them, their home, their vehicles, where they work, and where they go to school. If you shared a residence with the alleged victim prior to your arrest, you get to go back to that location one time with the police within the first 48 hours of your release from custody to retrieve essential items like medicine and clothing. Have a nice day, ma'am.
I was on this for day.
Your next court date, it looks like it's December 12. December 12.
Polly McDuffie.
Ms. McDuffie, you're charged with resisting without violence. Do you want the public defender?
No.
Okay, if you change your mind, you can always ask at a later time or make a request through the public defender's office. I've looked over your paperwork back in my office, finding probable cause. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Have a nice day.
Can you tell me my next court date, sir?
Sure can. It's December 12th. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thelma Owusu.
She's charged with failure to appear at arraignment on a charge of no valid driver's license. And do you want the public defender?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and appoint them to represent you. I've looked over your paperwork. This is a capias from another judge. That judge set your bond at $2,000. $2,000 cash or surety. You'll go see Judge Flynn on the 12th. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You bet.
Belinda Patos.
Ms. Patos, you're charged with possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender?
Please.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Looked over your paperwork back in my office. I find probable cause for these 2 charges. Your bond on the methamphetamine is $5,000. Your bond on the paraphernalia is $1,000. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Harris Tariq.
Harris Tariq, you're charged with a civil matter. It's a writ of bodily attachment.
Twice.
One second, ma'am. I'm going to pull up the paperwork I have for you.
37 to 14.
So I have it right here. Ma'am, you have an ability to purge out, okay? Some people have to purge like they owe child support. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to speak a little bit louder. Some people, when the term purge is used, it means money. And usually that's in relation to a child support matter. This is not your kind of purge. You have a separate kind of a purge. that Judge Barber gave you. She's the judge that presides over these types of matters. Your writ of bodily attachment is related to a Marchman Act. I'll read it to you, and you can tell me what you want to do. It says, it is further ordered that the individual, that's you, may purge this contempt and be immediately released from custody at any time. Upon arrest at first appearance, which is where you are now, respondent may purge by agreeing to go to Tri-County Detox here in Bartow and shall be transported to Tri-County Detox by the sheriff. You also agree, after being sent to Tri-County Detox, that you agree to appear at a hearing before Judge Barber or a magistrate Tuesday of next week at 9 a.m. Okay, that's what you got to do if you want to get out of jail. If you don't want to get out of jail by purging, you can just wait in jail and I'll send you to see that magistrate on Tuesday morning. So what would you like to do? Get out, go to Tri-County Detox and come to court on your own on Tuesday, or wait in jail for Tuesday to roll around to see the hearing officer, magistrate?
I would like to be transported, Your Honor.
So I'll take that as you want to be purged. So deputies, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the sheriff transport you to Tri-County Detox, where you'll stay there and until you're released by the staff at Tri-County Detox. And then upon being released, you're to report on your own Tuesday at 9 a.m. of next week to see Judge Barber or the magistrate here at the Bartow Courthouse, okay? Any questions? Have a nice day, ma'am.
Tiara Timmons.
Ma'am, you're charged with failing to appear for arraignment on a charge of driving while license expired more than 6 months. Do you want the public defender?
Yes.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I reviewed the paperwork. I find probable cause. The judge has set your bond at $1,000. Your next court date is December 12. Have a nice day.
Tia Tomlinson.
She's charged with possession of cannabis and drug paraphernalia, 2 misdemeanors. Ma'am, do you want the public defender?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I've looked over your paperwork. I do find probable cause. I'm going to set your bond at the standard, $1,000 for each count, so it's $2,000 total. Have a nice day.
When's my next court date?
If you stay in the court, if you stay in custody, it's going to be on the 12th. If you bond out, very likely they'll push your court date back so you can appear on from the street.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Do that. Have a nice day.
Jennifer Tweed.
Ms. Tweed, you're charged with possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Did I miss anything?
Ms. Tweed, I'm going to appoint them to represent you. Looks like you have an extensive history. I'll be honest. Pretrial release tells me you got 118 pages of criminal history.
Damn.
I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody with 118 pages. That might be a record for me.
Damn, son, where'd
Miss
you
Amber
find
here to my
this?
left, who works with pretrial, she's shaking her head. She agrees. It's the most she's ever seen. So, ma'am, I think enhanced bonds are appropriate. I'm going to set your bond on the cocaine at $7,500. Your bond on the paraphernalia at $2,500. Have a nice day.
Sir, may I see my next court date, please?
Sure,
Because I'm
yes.
unable to bond out, period. Because I don't
Okay.
have that kind of money.
Yes, ma'am. Your next court date will be in front of the circuit judge on December the 23rd, a couple days before Christmas.
Thanks for nothing, Judge.
You're welcome.
Tyler.
Ms. Tyler, you're charged with a warrantless BOP on a criminal mischief. That's what puts you on probation. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Ma'am, I've looked over your paperwork and I find probable cause. I'm going to hold you no bond. And you'll go see the arraignment judge on December 9. December 9. Have a great day.
Man, this is like the
Hey,
conveyor belt of
Villarreal.
justice right here. Hey, they're definitely
Ma'am,
eating
you're
good in
charged
Florida,
with
though.
warrantless VOPs. The charges that put you on probation are vehicular homicide and DUI with damage to person or property.
Damn, that
Do you want the
escalated
public
quickly.
defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Ma'am, I looked over your paperwork and I find there's probable cause. The
Florida.
allegation is that you had some whiskey in your possession, which is a violation of your probation.
Whiskey?
So I'm gonna find probable cause, hold you no bond. You'll go see the circuit judge on December 9. Have a great day.
Damn, she's gonna get life.
Williams.
I don't think in Florida they
Ms.
play around
Williams,
with
you have a
DUIs.
warrantless VOP on 4 things that put you on probation. Transfer information. Yeah, you have, one of them's out of Highlands County. Ms. Goings, 3 from Polk, waiving the reading.
Waive the reading.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have 4 VOPs, 1 from Highlands, 3 from Polk. Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint the public defender on all 4 of these charges. I've looked over the paperwork. It's an affidavit from your probation officer. It looks like you tested positive for marijuana. So going to find probable cause, going to hold you to bond on all 4 of these. On the 3 local VOPs, you'll go see the judge on the 9th of December. Have a nice day.
James Foster.
Moving on to the gentleman. Who's this?
Matthew Alderman.
I don't like his glasses.
Mr. Alderman, you're
Hey,
here
howdy.
on 6 different matters, 2 new things and 4 things that arise out of PADC or drug court, post-adjudication drug court. The drug court matters are failure to appear for possession of meth, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of meth.
I was about
That's all
to
from
spit that
drug
out of my
court.
mouth.
Then you have a VOP from drug court for possession of meth. The 2 new charges are cannabis and paraphernalia possession. Do you want the public defender to represent you on
Why is my jaw moving like this?
Ms. Goins? I will tell you, I'm happy to do the PD on the new charges and the VOP. I'm wondering if the PADC, I was gonna say, is it, I know a lot of times they don't want me to appoint the public defender when they're in drug
Yeah, he
court
is.
because it's not a VOP.
No
I can do it
cocoa
and they
for
can
him.
clean it up later.
He's not going cocoa for
You
cocoa
follow me?
puffs.
Yes, like not
for
every
sure.
time they get arrested, it's a VOP. It's they're just not coming to court for drug court. It's
The big dude? Which big dude?
What
Oh,
is-
the one all the way. Butterbean in
Yes,
the
in a
back over there.
situation like this, where there is an in charge, Judge Barton would expect that the PD's office had been appointed. She doesn't separately appoint an interim. And I'm the one who covers drug court, that's why I know.
Well, I'm savvy with the drug court. I've done it for 2.5 years. So, So, but yeah, to your point, I'm glad I didn't know you did that. But a lot of people, a lot of first appearance judges would just do it blanketly. But of course, sometimes if we didn't have the VOPs, the judge would be like, well, and the PD would stand up and say, Judge, we really don't need to be on this case. It's not a VOP and it's not an active case.
That is true. It's not on my case list until they file a violation of an affidavit. And I don't think they've done that yet.
And only on-
They're going to.
Only on one of the possessions of meth do you have that. That's why I was bringing up the 7983. He
Thank
just
you for that
missed
follow.
court with Judge Barber. He doesn't have a VOP.
I agree.
Hey,
So
Tracy,
you-
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
agree, well, I shouldn't appoint the public defender on those 2.
That's correct.
Gotcha. I knew I was glad we were on the same page. Sometimes it can be a little confusing for people who haven't ever done the drug court. So, sir, on case number 25 CF 541, I'm going to appoint the public defender. You're here both for a VOP and for a failure to appear. But I'm going to appoint the public defender on that case because it's an active VOP.
Excuse
And
me,
on your
sir.
2 Okay, and on your 2 new
I talked
charges.
to my officers, now I got arrested.
Sir, hold
Whiskey.
tight, okay?
Yeah.
On the possession of paraphernalia and cannabis, I'll appoint the public defender. I'm not going to appoint the public defender on 25 CF 7983 because there's no VOP.
Right.
Right. Just want to make sure the clerks understand. Sir, I find probable cause to hold you for the 4 drug court charges because Judge Barber wants you held no bond. I'm going to hold you no bond.
What is the
having
guy
found
behind him
probable
doing
cause to do
with his
that.
hands up? Oh, he's
On
fixing.
the
Was he
two
fixing his
new
glasses?
charges, you're entitled to a bond. I find probable cause for the cannabis and the paraphernalia. Looks like you have a pretty extensive history, so I'm going to set your bond at $2,500 per count on the two new misdemeanors. Sir, don't talk about your case, but you had something you wanted to say?
The night I got arrested, my probation officer was there. She said I didn't have no violations.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what the paperwork shows. You got a VOP on CF 255411. That's a possession of meth. But on the other case number 7983, you don't have a VOP. That's on the possession of meth and paraphernalia that go together.
All right, so I'll see Judge Barber next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, you'll see her and y'all can talk it all out.
All right.
Have a great day, sir.
Judge Jared Alexander, is in the infirmary. Next one is Matthew Banter.
I'm sorry, Deputy, we were kind of sorting through the last one. Who did you say is in the infirmary? That's Alexander, Jared?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Matthew Banter, sir, you're charged with a new crime of felony petty theft and two warrantless VOPs. They appear to be from another state, and the charges are robbery and grand theft. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
I wonder what he
I
stole.
can appoint them on the felony petty theft. Now, this one's, he's not a fugitive from justice, so I normally would be able to appoint that. PD's. Yeah.
On the interstate
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I wouldn't even call it an interstate, well, I mean, he's being supervised here, I gather, but it wasn't a fugitive of justice, but in an abundance of
Jerry
caution, Ms.
Jones.
Goins, you think Ms. Allen's agreeable that I can appoint on these warrantless VOPs from Michigan to help him out with his extradition potentially?
The PD's office is appointed on
probably has priors.
fugitive matters for the hearing.
Right, that's why I was drawing a distinction between most everything I get are warrants from other states.
Exactly.
This is a local police officer who does a fugitive warrantless VOP from Michigan. So I just want to make sure that clearly they can do it on the fugitive from justice.
Yeah,
warrant from
Haley.
Michigan, but this is a local police officer arrested him. All right, so in abundance of caution, I'm going to appoint the public defender on all three. Sir, the VOPs out of Michigan, I'm going to hold you no bond. The felony petty theft, candidly, I think the enhanced bonds are appropriate. I'm going to set your bond at 10,000.
Your Honor, may I
Have a
say
nice
something
day.
really quick?
Well-
I'm on probation right now, and I report every day, every month, right? 14 months, and my next report date will be on the 5th. I don't have any warrants and nothing in Michigan. I don't know what where that came from right now. I'm here for a petty theft, which actually I'm innocent on, but that's another day in court. The point of the story is you're saying I have cases in Michigan, and I've never been told, and I report to my PO every month. That's got to be a mistake. I have no warrants and no cases in Michigan. None.
Nobody said you had a warrant. We were talking the distinction between when I normally get those from other states. Here, local policeman, I remember the case, if I read it, I can pull it up. They said you went into a pharmacy, took out a box of ice cream and sat in the pharmacy chair and ate it all up.
Ice cream?
Walked out.
Something at that caliber, yeah. But that's not
what
exactly, but yeah.
That's what they accused you of. So,
Right.
when the
Right.
policeman arrested you for eating a box of ice
Yesterday.
cream in
Right.
a pharmacy, when he
Right.
arrested you, he looked and realized, wow, this fella's on probation from Michigan. So
Right,
he didn't wait for your he didn't wait for your probation officer to learn that you allegedly ate a box of ice cream at a pharmacy and left. He, on his own, decided, I'm going to cut out the middleman and I'm going to arrest this gentleman for eating a box of chocolates at a pharmacy and walking out the door. And he arrested you for violating your probation from Michigan. So you're
Oh, I
right,
see
there
what
is
you're
no
saying.
warrant.
DOP is violating your probation. I didn't understand the
Right,
the
that's what we were
abbreviation.
saying.
Thank you.
Right, not
Thank
a
you.
problem. Have a great day, sir.
So when is my next court date?
On all three of them. I'm appointing a public defender. Your next court date for the local charge of petty theft, felony petty theft, is December 23rd. On the fugitive from the warrantless arrest for the Michigan probation is December 1. The probation, the PDs will assist you in deciding whether or not you want to waive extradition and go back there once your local charge is done. So you'll go see them quickly on the Michigan stuff. You'll go see the judge later on the 23rd for the felony petty theft.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day, sir.
Judge, did you put Alexander on for tomorrow?
We did.
Okay.
Jared Alexander, we put him on for tomorrow. Is that who you said?
Yes. The next
Yeah,
we have
but-
is Robert Case.
Hopefully it was Rocky Road. I love Rocky Road ice cream. That's the best.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that have the real pieces of marshmallow. Woo! Who loves Rocky Road in here?
Casanova is a foreman.
Yeah.
Thought he was Spanish, but he didn't.
Right, so we have Bradley Casanova with us?
We've already done him.
No, he was the fella that came up and
Oh,
he came
I'm
up and said he
serious,
speaks good
Judge.
English. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
judge, nah.
So, Mr. Casanova, you're charged with VOP on a battery. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you.
Thrifty Rocky Road,
I
yup.
looked over a warrant signed, it looks like by Judge Flynn. I find probable cause to hold you. You'll be held no bond because that's what he wants, and you'll go see him on December the 8th. Have a great day. Now, Robert Case. Mr. Case, thank you for your patience. Mr. Case is charged with 3 VOPs.
Like they got a
Felony
choice.
battery, possession of meth, and possession of drug paraphernalia is what puts you on probation. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I've looked over this warrant to my left. Judge Harb signed it November 3rd. I find probable cause. He wants you held no bond. You'll go to see him on the 9th of December. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
Michael Childers.
Mr. Childers has 3 new crimes: possession of marijuana or cannabis, possession of paraphernalia, and operating a motor vehicle without
Smoke weed every
registration.
day.
Do you want the public defender?
Yeah. The ice cream. for
I'll
sure.
appoint them to represent you on all 3 of these charges. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork. I find probable cause. I'm going to bump your bonds up a little bit because you have an open felony and an extensive history. So on your,
You're gonna up my bond.
say again?
You're gonna up my bond?
Yes,
Florida.
What are you gonna up my bond for? I've never missed a court date yet.
because
That's the problem.
you picked up a new crime while you're out on bond on a felony matter, and you have 21 pages of criminal history. So I believe that.
I didn't do the thing. Whatever. Go ahead.
All
Up
right.
it to $1,000 million.
Wait, what?
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Come on back. Your hearing's not over yet.
Come on.
It is for me.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Mr. Childers, come
Up
on.
it, motherfucker. Up it.
Mr. Childers, if I let you behave like that, didn't call you out on it, what kind of
Calm down.
judge would I be? All these fellas behind you would think they could do that and get away with it. Come on now. I'm trying to be respectful. You asked a question, I answered it. I didn't make something up. I told you the
I've
reason
never
why.
missed a court date, and I didn't do the charges I was accused of before, and I'm pissed
All
off
right,
about
sir.
it. I'm sorry, Judge.
Yeah, don't
I
talk
really
about the
didn't do the
facts.
charges they did me for this time either.
Apologize. That's it.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Like I said, I wanted to get through this, but when people ask me questions, I try to answer them.
Look at that cop
Sir,
putting
your
his gloves
possession
on.
of cannabis is 2,000. Your possession of paraphernalia 2,000. You're operating a motor vehicle with no registration is 500. I'm going to revoke your pretrial and your bond on 25 CF 3116. Hold you pursuant to the authority of Parker versus State. No bond, and I'll appoint the public defender.
That
Have a
fool
great day.
Where's my court date?
That fool
Are
folded
you
like
asking me when
Yeah.
when your next court date is?
that fool
Yeah.
folded like toilet
As long as you
paper.
ask nicely, I'll nicely tell you that it's December the 12th. If you ask in a way that it sounds like you're demanding it, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, if you're left.
What happened now, tough
Glenn
guy?
Croft.
They're gonna beat that fool right
Glenn
now.
Croft is charged with failure to appear for court on 2 charges. Driving while license suspended and leaving the scene. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir, I would like that. Thank you.
You bet.
They're gonna give that guy
Sir, I'll
flashlight
appoint them to
treatment.
Represent you. I've looked over a warrant. It's actually a capias. from Judge Griffin, who's now retired. He set your bond at $1,000 per count. So I'm gonna leave your bond there. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, have you guys ever seen those flashlights that the cops carry around? They're gonna hit him upside the head.
Mason Croft is charged with resisting without violence.
Hey, this fool looks like David Koresh.
Croft, do you want the public defender?
I'm able to opt into one at any time, right?
You can. Yeah, you can say no today and change your mind tomorrow.
I like to wait until I get my phone call. I've been waiting the entire time to get a phone call.
Okay, sir. If you, like I said, if you change your mind, you can always ask for a public defender. Anytime you see a judge, and I think there's ways you can, correspondence ways that you can reach out to the public defender. They can file a motion on your behalf if it's between court dates. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork on the resisting without, I find probable cause. Your bond is $1,000. Have a great day.
Benjamin Cruz.
He's charged with domestic violence battery.
Why?
Sir, do you want the public defender?
Yes, I do.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I've looked over the paperwork, finding probable cause. Your
50
bond is
kids,
$5,000.
200 grand.
I'll make it a condition of pretrial release. If you're able to post that bond, you must immediately check in with pretrial, sign up in person, calling them on Fridays. You have all the standard conditions of pretrial, plus the following special conditions, 16, 17, 18. 16 says you can't possess or carry weapons or firearms, ammunition or knives. 17 says you can't have any intentional contact with a listed victim. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. Stay 500 feet away from them, their home, their vehicles, where they work, and where they go to school. 18 says if you live there with them prior to being arrested, you get to return to that shared residence one time only, with the police to retrieve essential items like medicine and clothing. Have a great day, sir.
I'm just glad this judge doesn't say 500 foot.
Mr. Dixon's charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, and criminal mischief greater than $200. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yeah.
All right, sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Your case involves a warrant that was previously signed by another judge. Let's take a quick look and I'll tell you. It looks like that was Judge Kravitz signed it just a few days ago. So I find probable cause just like she already had. I'm going to set your bond on the criminal mischief at $1,000. I'm going to set your bond on the domestic violence ag assault at $10,000. Going to make those bonds conditions of pretrial release. If you're able to post those bonds, you must immediately check in with pretrial, sign up in person, calling them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All the standard conditions plus the following special conditions. Conditions 16 and 17, which says you can't have any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or knives in your possession. 17 says you can't have any intentional contact with the listed victims. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. Stay 500 feet away from the victim, their home, their vehicles, where they work, and where they go to school. Step to your left, sir.
Why do I flush the toilet when I hear domestic violence? Why? Because
the next court date is
how dare you be like the
December
person that
23rd,
you claim to love?
8:15 for arraignment.
Vincent Drake.
Whether it's your partner, your
Mr.
wife,
Drake,
your
you're charged
husband,
with felony petty
your
theft.
parents,
Do you want
siblings.
the public defender appointed to represent you? You're shaking your head no. Okay, if you change your mind, you can always ask at a later time. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork. I find probable cause. Set your bond at $5,000. Have a great day.
James
So
Foster.
that's why I flushed the
Mr.
toilet.
Foster, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of a weapon or ammunition by convicted felons.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize.
I also do it for the PDFers too.
An argument I want to
They
make
might
when
get
the
an
court's
extra
ready.
one.
Sure. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Can you pull up his affidavit? And I'll jog my memory real quick.
Hey, what up, Candace, if you will? You sounded just like him.
Alleged stun gun in his left pocket.
Stun gun.
Ms. Goins, go right ahead.
I challenge the probable cause finding on this in the affidavit. because of the fact that
Very nice, thank you.
alprazolam, of course, we know is Xanax.
Yep.
And that the officer in this.
He's playing with his junk. Oh, he is playing with his junk.
That he didn't have a prescription.
He's a
And yet
maniaco.
It was never specified in here that the difference between the yellow pill
He's trying to find
and
it.
the blue pill.
Blue pill?
Since both were Xanax. One of them was the generic and the other one was alprazolam. So that being the case, it's very unclear because he's been charged with having these medications without a prescription.
I only show that he's charged with meth, paraphernalia, and a weapon by a convicted felon. I don't even show alprazolam.
Judge, that's Andrew Foster. He bonded out.
So James, oh, we said James Foster.
We're on James Foster.
Right, so
Andrew
Miss
Foster
Goings
bonded.
Miss Goings is confused on, she's reading James or Andrew Foster.
There's a lot of methany out there in Polk County.
Yes. Okay.
No, we haven't even got to Andrew yet, so we shouldn't even be talking about Andrew because we're on James.
Hey,
Right.
keep my name out of
Yeah,
there.
that's good. And that's my mistake. Sorry.
Not a problem. Any other cause challenges on James Parker Foster?
No, or no, sir.
This is
All right.
Florida.
So,
What up, Taurus?
Mr. Foster, having found probable cause for these three charges, you got 57 pages. On most days, you might get the recognition for the most. But with that lady with 100 plus, you're not there.
He's
But
halfway.
That's quite a record, 57 pages. Sir, I'm going to set your bond on the possession of methamphetamine at 5,000, 1,000 on the paraphernalia, and on the possession of a concealed weapon by a convicted felon. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000.
That other lady had over 100.
I have a question,
Yeah, I pointed the public defender. Yep.
if I can ask.
Did you say something, sir?
Yes, sir, I have a question, please, sir.
Sure.
Please, sir.
On the stun gun thing, I didn't realize that it was against law for a felon not to have one.
I don't mean
I know
nothing.
it's against law for a felon to have possession of a firearm or possession of ammo
118.
and that, but I didn't know about the stun gun thing. I thought that was an alternative because of my felony charge. I didn't know it was illegal until the officer said that, and I gave it to him free and willingly. I had no problem with that whatsoever, but I didn't know that was the law.
Don't talk about the case. I'll just tell you that when you read the
Man, I haven't got
statute,
dessert
it has
today.
various charges, and we usually give it a title. And you always commonly hear it as possession of firearm by a convicted felon. But that same
warm.
statute allows someone to be, held criminally liable for having not a firearm, but a weapon by a convicted felon that's concealed.
Propane and
So
propane
here, that's the
accessories.
allegation is you had it concealed, and it wasn't a firearm, but it was a weapon that was concealed. So that's where I found the probable cause. No one alleged that you had a firearm, but merely a weapon that was concealed, and you can't do that as a convicted felon. All right, sir, have a great day. And now moving to Andrew Foster. Andrew Foster has bonded out. All right, Andrew's bonded out. So we moved on to Debbie,
Donald
who's
Gray.
next?
Donald Gray.
Thank you so much. Has failed to appear for pretrial on a
Right,
charge
straight,
of
Tracy.
trespass. Sir, it looks like you already have a lawyer. I find probable cause. Looks like the judge set your bond at $250. Have a great day.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Hey, shout out to my wife.
Robert Greer.
Mr. Greer, you're charged with battery. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
You do? All right, Mr. Greer, I'll appoint the public defender. Looked over the affidavit that came to me. I find probable cause. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Have a great day.
Why does he have a burgundy shirt on?
Right here, Greer.
That's what I want to know.
The next one is Bing Hanson.
Mr. Hanson, you're charged with grand theft greater than $20,000 but less than $100,000. You're also charged with obtaining property by fraud, $20,000 or more but less than $50,000. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Sir, I've looked over your affidavit. In fact, it was a warrant already approved by another judge, but I read it over to make sure I get in a position to set a bond. So having done that, and just so for your information, it was Judge Stacy Taylor signed your warrant. She signed it yesterday. So I find probable cause just like she did. Having reviewed the paperwork, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 per count, a total of $20,000. I'm going to make it a condition of pretrial release. If you post that bond, you must immediately check in with the Office of Pretrial Release, sign up in person, calling them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You have all the standard conditions that everybody else has, plus the following special conditions. That's condition 17, which says you can't have any intentional contact with a listed victim. This means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. Stay 500 feet away from the victim, their home, their vehicles, their office, where they work or where they go to school, okay? So this also is an event location because it's a business, that's the alleged victim. So make sure you stay away from the property of the business, okay? Have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
Vernon Hardage.
High risk?
He's charged with resisting an officer without violence, sir. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Sir, I've reviewed the affidavit. I find probable cause. I'll set your bond.
Why?
It's an open case, started as a summons. He failed to appear and then he bonded out.
Hey, what up, Southside?
On
Yeah,
another case.
The failure to appear, I was in the hospital. It was a letterhead. It was a letterhead son identified it. They gave it to me. Even though I bumped out, when they got the letter, the judge responded to it.
Battery?
Texas right, yes, sir.
All right, sir. So what I'm going to do is, since you picked up a new charge while out on bond, I'm going to first off enhance your bond on the resisting to $2,000. And then I'm going to take you into custody on 25 MM 6239, hold you no bond pursuant to the authority of Parker versus State.
Mary, thank you for that follow.
Defender on that battery misdemeanor if you weren't already appointed them to represent you. Have a nice day, sir.
Your Honor, why did you up my bond?
Because you were already out on bond and you picked up a new charge, so I thought an enhanced bond was appropriate for someone in that situation. Have a great day.
When do I go to court?
EA Sports.
When do you go to court? Well, you got two cases now. So, Madam Clerk, can you go back so I can tell him when he goes to court on his new charge? On your new charge, you go to court on 12/12, and that'll be with Judge Flynn. And you can. Does that?
Don't cry now, homeboy.
I go to court, Your Honor. I go to court on the 10th of next month.
6239. There's no reason to send this one anywhere. Huh?
Judge Cole.
Well, it's gonna be reset.
Okay.
It'll be reset in here.
Yeah, we need to set them both and we need to set them. So you had a Winter Haven case with Judge Cole?
Yes, right, on the 10th.
He don't do any cases out there with people in jail. And since you're going to be in jail, we'll transfer that case to Bartow and you'll have both of them heard on the 12th. Have a great day, sir.
Robert Hoffman.
Mr. Hoffman, you're charged with resisting without violence and tampering in a misdemeanor proceeding. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them. Sir, I've looked over the paperwork. I do find probable cause for these two charges. You got 59 pages is what pretrial tells me.
59?
Extensive prior record. So, sir, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set your bond on the resisting at 1,000. I'm going to set your bond on the tampering at 5,000. And I'm going to make those bonds conditions of pretrial release. If you're able to post that bond, you must immediately check in with the Office of Pretrial Release. Sign up in person, calling them on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Hey, the people
you have
out in
all
Florida,
the standard conditions.
they're dedicated.
Special condition
To the outlaw
16
life.
and 17, which says you can't use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives.
What about a taser?
Now, the alleged, the person who is the victim of the tampering,
181
you're not
pages
allowed
like
to
that other
have
woman.
any contact with this person. Zero. None at all. That means directly, indirectly, or through a third party. Have contact with her in writing, in person, by telephone,
Are those
pager,
socks?
fax, texting, email, or through social media. You gotta stay 500 feet away from her, as well as her home, her vehicles, where she works and where she goes to school. Step to your left, sir.
His new girlfriend are gonna be them socks right there. That who's gonna make a fifi.
Michael Honor.
About to get them plastic
Mr. Honor, you're charged with
plastic
10
gloves.
new add-on crimes. Yeah, the add-on crimes are 4 counts.
Oh,
Who said that? Who said that?
Bring up their, charging documents.
He's about to get some Jergens. About to get them socks, those long tube socks.
Yes, sir.
Towel. Some plastic
You're charged
gloves.
with 4 counts of passing a counterfeit bill. There's allegations you pass counterfeit currency.
I got 2 streams going. You could jump to the other one if you want to see it clear.
Additional counts of possession of counterfeit currency with intent to distribute. You're charged with a ninth offense of scheming to defraud, and the 10th new offense is felony petty theft. Third, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you on these 10 charges?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you.
ODB. He does look like ODB.
On the
Not the
4
video.
counts of passing a counterfeit banknote, in this case, like I said, it's a $100 bill as the allegation. Can you go back and pull up your recommendation? Shows you got 72 pages. Man, some days you'd be in the lead, but not
72.
today.
Not
And that's
today.
a lot, 72
Not today.
pages. So you got an extensive criminal history. I believe enhanced bonds are appropriate. So for the 4 counts of passing a counterfeit money, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 cash or surety on those 4. On your 4 counts of possession of a counterfeit bill with intent to distribute, I'll leave those 4 at $5,000 per count. On your count of scheming to defraud, that'll be $10,000, and on your felony petty theft, that'll be $10,000. Have a nice day, sir.
And all those F3s, Judge?
Are you saying, are they F3s?
F3, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Let me go back and look. I believe they are. Yeah, they're all F3s.
And Judge, if I may, just so I'm clear, in reading the warrant, I'm showing 6 counts of passing a counterfeit bill.
6?
6 counts of possession of a counterfeit bill.
This is still the same one.
Defraud, 1 count petty theft. Am I in error?
These are
I'm looking at
add-ons.
that.
I don't know if he's already been.
I'm looking at the affidavit, which has 4, 4, 1, and 1. Now, they clearly start at the 18th charge, so he has 17 other charges. Add yours up, does it come up to 17?
I'm only looking at the warrant right now.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to put him on today's document.
It's safe to say he's going to prison.
I haven't seen a warrant, so if there's a warrant, yeah, I haven't seen it.
And also pre-qualification conditions.
Mr. Honors has been, I
Mine
believe he's been through first hearings recently on those, but this affidavit just had to do with 4, allegedly 4 $100 bills. And the transactions.
Okay, it's just titled wrong. Okay.
What this fool do?
I appreciate the court bearing.
No problem.
They're talking
No
about
problem.
this dude, right? ODB,
All
right?
So we're done with Mr. Honors. Like I said, he wasn't on pretrial release or anything, was he, for those other 17 charges? If he was, I want to put him on pretrial with the same
Coolio.
conditions that he was previously put on pretrial. Did you? That's always good to know. Mr. Matthews, did you see that warrant? Does it have pretrial release conditions?
I need to look again, Judge. The way it pulled up on my screen, it was misleading.
17 is crazy. Why? I mean, you got to give it to him for the dedication, right? He's not a quitter for sure.
Yeah. And it is Judge Ramirez signed on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be consistent, so I want to put him on pretrial on these new 10.
Showing no official contact with any victim and stay 500 feet away.
And then-
Do you want me to?
Yeah, not
Really number 17
very
was
consistent
silent.
anyway.
27th, they went all past
Not that many people. I don't think has he let anybody
It's-
go home today?
Even for spirit team.
And that is one of those 6 categories.
That's the one he's been experienced previously.
Oh, these are, okay, so,
On these,
and I thank you for being patient.
17, and it's a no contact with the event location, which I'm going off of memory. If you pull it up,
One
it's
guy?
Dollar General or somewhere like that.
Dollar General. Man, hey, Dollar General, the prices recently went up. It's $1.50 now. It's not $1.25 anymore. I went not too long ago, man, and I was like, man, $1.50 now? Man.
There it is. Yeah.
One went
Dollar
home?
General, yeah. See, so, yeah. So Mr. Honor can't go to any Dollar General while he's on pretrial release and has no contact with the victim. So there, thank you so much. All right, we're getting ready for the
Cody
next one.
Lewis. Cody Lewis.
Oh, Dollar Tree.
Mr. Lewis, you're charged with domestic battery. Do you want the public defender?
Wow.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm going to represent you, sir. I've looked over the affidavit. I find probable cause. Set your bond at $2,500 and make it a condition of pretrial release. If you post that bond, you must immediately check in with pretrial release services, sign up in person, calling them on Fridays. You have all the standard pretrial release conditions plus special conditions 16, 17, and 18. 16 says you can't have weapons or firearms, ammunition, or knives in your possession. 17 says you can't have any intentional contact with a listed victim, directly, indirectly, or through a third party. Stay 500 feet away from them, their home, their vehicles, where they work, or where they go to school. 18 says if you shared that residence with them prior to your arrest, you get to go back one time and one time only with the police within 48 hours of getting out of jail. to
Where's the
retrieve your
crazy chick
essentials
at?
Like medicine and clothing. Have a nice day, sir.
I don't see her. Does anybody see the crazy chick?
Joseph Long.
Mr. Long, you're charged with possession of meth and paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and appoint them to represent you. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork back in my office and I find probable cause. Set your bond at $5,000 on the meth, $1,000 on the paraphernalia. Have a nice day.
Can you tell me when my next court date is?
Yeah, it'll take a second. The clerk's gonna pull it up for me. But it looks like it's 2 days before Christmas, the 23rd.
I'd buy that
Napoleon.
This is a bring back, Your Honor.
Okay, and this is one where he's been in our jail for.
He came in,
So whenever you use that word bring back, I think, oh, he wasn't able to come down yesterday. So when we
They didn't
talk
tell-
about
I don't think they told her
bringbacks
next
on
week.
These types, make sure it's specific. That he came and saw a judge who says, we'll bring you back to see another judge in a week.
a week ago today,
Okay.
he was before the court and I was here. And his case was set off until today. to
That's
see
right,
if
Ginger.
Osceola County was going to respond. So they're just right next door to him.
Well, you see what's consistent about this one and the last felon. It's a warrantless VOP. Not a warrant for their judge over there. It's a warrantless. So that tends to be a sticking point with some of the jails. All right, Matthews, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other fellow. I think that's, we're not talking about Escambia or Monroe County. We're talking about, Osceola.
Yes,
They've probably been here.
I mean, my office isn't actually a party, but nonetheless, yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I bet Osceola's been here daily since he saw the judge last. All right, Mr. Lubator.
Yes,
Sir, you're here on a warrantless VOP from Osceola County. What put you on probation was burglary of a structure. I can't appoint a public defender, but you can hire a lawyer if you want. If you want the public defender, just wait till you're back in front of a judge over in Osceola. I find probable cause to hold you like the judge did a week ago, but they haven't come to get you and I don't have any explanation why. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to order the jail here in Polk County that they will release you at 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon if you have not been picked up by Osceola Sheriff. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, now that doesn't necessarily mean that this allegation of violating your probation goes away. It just means I'm letting you out of our jail. Now, they might decide to issue a warrant or do something different, but all I'm doing is letting you out of our jail because they didn't come to get you in the time we told them to come get you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Have a great day, sir.
You could check out these court hearings at Collect Call from on YT. I run these daily. Not this one, but other courts.
Did we handle Alvin Mathurin?
He was in South County.
Did we already do him?
No.
Do we have a Mathurin with you?
No, I have him in South County.
Yeah, well, he wasn't there, so I'm guessing, does that mean we should bring you back tomorrow, Ms. Goins?
Tomorrow? They have court tomorrow?
Bring back. My guess is he's in transit between the two jails.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, can you bring Alvin Mathurin back to first appearance tomorrow?
Hey, what up, Bren?
All right, now
Also,
that takes us, go ahead.
McNair is in the
7 days a
hospital.
week?
So we'll have McNair brought back tomorrow.
But where I'm from,
and we'll check in to see if he's available.
they only have
tomorrow
court
as
Monday
well.
through Friday.
Next one's Mendez.
Eugenio Mendez is charged with failure to appear for violation of probation court on dealing in stolen property and false verification of ownership to a pawnbroker. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and appoint them to represent you. I've looked over this capias issued by Judge Durden. He's now retired, so this thing's got an age on it. You
Yes.
failed to appear for court back in
Monday through
August of
Thursday only?
24. Find probable cause. He wants you held no bond.
Monday through
We'll
Friday.
hold you no bond and send you to see the circuit judge on December 9.
Hey,
Have
Brent,
a great
thank
day.
Yana, can I say something?
Nope.
Well,
I never-
it's not going to change anything because,
Hey, right, Charlie?
but if you want to say something, go right ahead. Just don't talk about anything.
He's going to talk
The
about his
facts
case.
of your case.
Monday, Wednesday,
I
and
never
Fridays?
received the letter or anything from anyone saying that I had a court date to appear to. And I followed all the rules and everything. I applied to everything.
Judge don't care.
Okay, have a great day, sir.
Have a great day.
Taj Pearson.
Mr. Pearson, you're charged with violating your probation on a grand theft of a firearm and a minor in possession of a firearm. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll appoint them to represent you.
That fool is
Sir, I
young.
looked over Judge Harb's warrant. He signed it 2 days ago. Finding probable cause, I'll hold you no bond on these two. You'll go see him on the 9th of December. Step to your left.
Step 2.
Andrew Percoco.
Ooh, Butterbean. Butterbean
He's
is up.
charged by a direct information. So what that means, sir, is
Big
most
fella.
of these folks here are here because the policeman arrested them yesterday. In your situation, you're here because the state attorney has already reviewed your allegations and they filed formal charges against you. They are fraud greater than $5,000, but less than $10,000, scheme to defraud, and grand theft. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
I do, Your Honor. I also have a quick question, if possible. I've never done anything in my life, and this is an identity theft situation, but I know that I have.
Is that
my
that
days
lawyer
to
guy?
prove that. I'm just
What's his
asking
name?
if there's any way. Oh, and also, I was
The
never
lawyer
read my
investor?
Miranda rights yesterday when I was arrested. I've complied in every way. I will
Don't
always
talk
comply.
about, I'm trying to cut you off other than saying, please don't talk about
I'm
the
so sorry.
investigation or I'm not saying it to be selfish. I'm saying it to protect you because
Okay.
everything's being recorded, okay?
Sure, I understand.
Yeah.
I just
So-
wanted to make that, that's all.
Don't do
Okay, well,
that.
Also, I'm
I
on
had to
social
clip that
security
one.
disability,
Let me
and my
clip it.
wife is as well, and she's a lot older than I am. So money is extremely tight as it is, and it's just so disheartening what happened, and I don't even know what to do.
okay, sir, so just so you know, clearly misdemeanors have a lower bond than a felony. Non-violent felonies have a lower bond than violent felonies. So there's a pecking order or a hierarchy. You have 1 second-degree felony. That's the big one. It's punishable up to 15 years in prison, and this charge carries with it a 3-year mandatory minimum prison sentence. The other two are lower. They're third-degree felonies. Each of those is punishable up to 5 years in prison with no min-man. I tell you that because the judge who signed off on, or when the state filed the information, the clerks gave you the standard bond for the smaller.
Hey, what up,
ones,
Army?
which is $5,000 for the grand theft, $5,000 for the scheme to defraud. I'm telling you that because the one that you didn't get a bond yet is the one I have to give you a bond on. Well, clearly, if you got 5,000 on two crimes that are smaller, and the one that I have to give you a bond on is much bigger, you can do 3 times as much prison, and you have a mandatory minimum prison
Oh, that's
sentence.
it. No more
It's gonna
streaming
be
for
high.
him no more. He's done.
I'm telling
It's
you
a
that to
wrap.
say, I'm setting your bond on
Lights
the
out.
fraud greater than 5,000 or more than 10 individuals. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 cash or surety. Okay.
That's it,
Have a
guys.
great day.
It's a wrap. With that being said, it's lights out like a candle in the wind.
Antron Pompey.
5 and 5. Yep. Mr. Pompey, you're charged with. It's going to, you're going to waive on one of these.
I asked if you waive.
Okay. So, sir, you're charged with 2 crimes.
What up, Joni?
Let's see. You got that charging document? I know 2 of them, at least one of them. Well, they're both. I wanted to confirm. Yeah, both are 3rd-degree felonies. Sir, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
I would like to know, I don't understand why I would be getting charged with those type of charges that I just got released from Polk County Jail 3 days ago. So I don't understand how I had more cases prior to me and I was on VOP.
Well, you have every right to read the affidavit that I read. It's about 2 full pages of narrative, a 4-page document. You can certainly read it. Maybe that'll help you understand. But I found probable cause. I just need to know, do you want the public defender to represent you?
How will I go about getting my affidavit? Because I never read anything.
All right, sir. So I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent you. I find probable cause for these 2 charges. I'm going to set your bond on each of these F3s at 5,000 cash or surety. Take it. Go to your left, sir, and you can talk to your public defender about how you get your discovery.
The judge can't even talk anymore.
5,000 each.
Yes, sir.
What up, Nicole?
5,000 on each of your 2 3rd-degree felonies.
Okay.
You have a public defender, so you can talk to them about all your questions and how you go about getting your affidavit through the discovery process.
When is my court date?
Your court date is 2 days before Christmas. Have a nice day.
All right.
Hey, welcome, Melissa.
Stephen Quarles is in the hospital. Next is Christopher Reese.
Who's a little fella? What does little fella
We
do?
already called him and he's in the hospital. Christopher
What up,
Reese, you're
Kirsten?
charged with resisting without violence. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Look over the paperwork, finding probable cause, setting your bond at $1,000. Have a great day.
Merry Christmas,
When's my
my
court date?
boy.
Your next court date is 12/12 unless you bond out. Bond out, they'll push it back further.
Thank you.
You bet. Have a great day.
Hey, Mom.
12.
How much is my bond?
1,000.
Okay.
Douglas Reynolds.
I haven't taken a
Mr.
break
Reynolds,
yet.
you're charged with, well, yours is you have crimes out of Hillsborough County. Okay, Hillsborough. Your bondsman went off bond. I gather he went off bond because if you're in jail over here on local charges, you weren't getting any credit for your Hillsborough stuff. So it looks like he made a strategic decision to go off bond. So now instead of being in jail on your Polk charges, you're in jail on your Polk charges and your Hillsborough charges.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm not gonna, I can't appoint a public defender for a Hillsborough case, but you can hire a lawyer. I've looked over the paperwork. I find probable cause. I'm gonna basically, because he went off bond, I'm gonna put the bonds back where they were. So your bond on the Hillsborough case, false imprisonment is 5,000. Is that right? Yeah, 5,000. Double checking myself. Yeah, 5,000 on the false imprisonment, 2,500 on the domestic battery. Have a great day, sir.
Why?
Paul Romero.
He's charged with possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Sir, do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll
False
appoint the
imprisonment?
public defender to represent you.
It's kind of like
Sir,
kidnapping.
I've looked over your paperwork, finding probable cause, taking note of your 67 pages of criminal history,
67.
setting your bond at $5,000 on the meth, $1,000 on the paraphernalia.
June,
Have a
thank you.
nice day.
I hear Paul.
Man, I can't wait for them to
Rudolph?
bring that one lady
Go
back,
right ahead.
Sorry.
the one that was talking.
I'm
I hope
sorry.
she comes
Go
back
ahead.
Miss Will.
and she lets the
where's
judge
Mr.
have
Reynolds?
it.
Should I put that?
6, 7.
Check
Like my
back
daughter
with him in a
says.
week if he isn't able to bond out.
No, because he's got local charges, I believe, is what, that was the whole reason why he went off bond, because that's my belief, like, based on the paperwork. Yeah. So just like, yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I didn't have that on my sheet here.
So, yeah,
up, Bosky?
when he bonds out or resolves the locals, then they'll bring you back and put Hillsborough on the clock.
Very good. Thank you.
No problem. Go right ahead, Deputy. I'm sorry, who's the next one?
You gotta stop. You gotta stop the
Mr.
6,
Rudolph,
7.
you're charged with possession of an open container. It's a county ordinance. Do you want the public defender? Actually, you don't get the public defender, but you get a court-appointed
That's no
lawyer.
bueno.
Do you want one?
I thought it was civil.
Thought it was who?
I thought it was civil. Civil matter.
Well, no, they arrested you, so that they at least they believe it's criminal. An open container, depending, we have county
laughing.
ordinances, we have civil ordinances. Mr. Matthews, what's your position? He's in jail, so somebody thinks it's criminal.
It's punishable by jail and a fine, Judge.
By punishable
What
by
up,
jail. So
Brittany?
it's punishable by jail, it's criminal. So if you want the public defender, I'm sorry, the court-appointed attorney, it'll probably be Ms. Cheatwood. I'll try to get that paperwork done. And so when you go to arraignment, she will already been notified to meet you there to represent you.
What's the date?
Right now, your court date is 12/12. That gives me plenty of time to get that order prepared and signed, appointing a local attorney to represent you. If you bond it out, they would push it back a little bit, but if you stay in custody, 12/12 is your next court date.
250?
250, yes, sir. Have a
Hey,
great day,
Bosky,
sir.
you've been watching for like a year now, right?
Let me make sure that last gentleman was,
Just another day in the office, right? That's right, Nicole.
Because, I've noticed when I do arraignments, my colleagues, they appoint Gail Cheatwood, then they somehow go back to their office and forget to do an order. So when I show up to be the arraignment judge, I call these fellas up. There's no attorney there. There's
Florida,
no
yeah.
order in the file appointing them. That I then have, now, of course, the state's wanting to offer time served, and guess who wants time served?
This is a
They
prison
do.
fashion
And
show.
I can't take a plate from you, sir.
It's not
You've been
real.
appointed a judge. You've been appointed by a judge, an attorney. So I'm gonna have to continue this a week to get that attorney filed. And then now they're
Thank you
mad
for
at
the
me
follow.
because they didn't
Do
get the
withdrawing?
order signed and prepared. So I always make a point to take this back and give it to the old JA
Hey,
so she
thanks,
can appoint Ms.
Bosky.
Cheatwood. Yeah. Making my notes. All right. Go right ahead. Who do we have next?
Thanks, Hype Queen.
Bert
Love
Slate.
watching you. Love you guys watching
Thank
me.
you. Domestic violence batteries, your charge. Sir,
Why?
do you want the public defender?
Yeah.
I'll want them to represent you. I've looked over your paperwork. I find probable cause for the charge. I'm setting your bond at $2,000 cash or surety and making it a condition of pretrial release.
Maricopa, it's
If
actually
you
gonna start in
post
2
that bond,
minutes.
You must immediately check in with pretrial services. Sign up with them in person, calling them on Fridays. Have all the standard conditions of pretrial, plus the following special conditions.
Tennessee?
16, 17, and 18. 16 says you can't have weapons, firearms, or ammunition in your possession. 17 says you can't have any intentional contact with the listed victim. Stay 500 feet away from the victim, their home, their vehicles, where they work or where they go to school. 18 says if by chance you did share a home with them prior to being arrested, you get to go back there one time within 48 hours of getting out of jail.
Do they have any courts like this?
To get your essential items like medicine and clothing. Have a great day, sir.
Have a great day. I'm in jail, Your Honor.
Jacob Smith.
Mr. Smith, you're charged with
What up from England?
3 BOPs. What put you on probation originally was burglary, carrying a concealed weapon, and false ID to a police officer. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I'm looking at Judge Harb's warrant he signed 3 days ago.
Hey, Justin,
Finding
thank you.
probable cause, I'm gonna hold you no bond. You'll go see him on the 9th of December. Step to your left.
Blake Swanger,
Cast a
Mr.
surety.
Swanger is charged with felony petty theft.
They gotta show where the money comes from, I
Mr.
believe.
Swanger, do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and appoint that office.
That's
to
what I'm hoping
represent you. Let's take a look at Mr. Swanger's 88 pages of prior record. Pull up the affidavit. Don't jog my memory on this. Yeah, Mr. Swanger is charged with
This is Miami, not
going
Miami,
into Aldi
Florida,
and stealing
Polk
some
County.
expensive steaks. All right, sir. I'm gonna point the public defender.
If you got
to
some links,
represent
send them
you.
to me.
I find probable cause, setting your bond at
88 pages?
$5,000, making it a condition of pretrial release. If you post that bond, you must immediately check in with pretrial services, calling them in person. Signing up in person, calling them on Fridays, all the standard conditions plus special condition 17 and
There was a lady that had 180 earlier on.
so you can't go back to any Aldi, sir, none at all. Not the one that they're accused you of stealing from, not any Aldi at all while you're on pretrial. Have a great day.
Can you tell me my court date, sir?
Sure, it's 2 days before Christmas is your arraignment.
All right, thank you.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Mr. Terry, you're charged with domestic violence assault. Do you want the
wow.
public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'll appoint the
118.
public defender. Looked over your paperwork. I read it back in my office, setting your bond at $2,500, making a condition of pretrial release.
Clayton
If you
County.
bond out, you
Yeah, I
have to
have.
immediately check in with pretrial, sign up in person, calling them on Fridays. All the standard conditions plus special conditions 16 and 20. 16 says you can't be in possession of weapons, firearms, ammunition, or knives. 20 says you're not allowed to have contact. You are allowed to have contact with the victim, but this contact is prohibited from being physically or verbally threatening.
Oh, Maricopa's
You
gonna be
cannot
good.
Violent or abusive in any manner whatsoever.
They got the DA
Okay,
right
you
now.
get to go back home, you get to have contact with the alleged victim, but it can't be violent, it can't be threatening, it's gotta be peaceful,
I've never done
okay?
Sarasota.
Peaceful. Have a great day, sir.
I'm not gonna watch Maricopa. I actually have to get off after this court ends. I'm
Toja
just waiting for that
Bonded.
lady to show up.
The next
gotta
one
take
is
a break.
Shannon Treaster.
But
He's
if you guys,
charged with resisting an officer without violence, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia. Sir, do you want the public defender?
Yeah.
I'll appoint them to represent you. I looked over your paperwork. I'm taking note that you are out on bond on not one, but two separate felonies. I'll take a look as I finish up what these other felonies, the charges are.
One is possession of methamphetamine and possession of paraphernalia. The other is keeping a nuisance injurious to health and a violation of the Florida litter law, the felony version.
Thank you.
Kristen, it will be
Sir,
live on
Do you
YouTube.
want me to appoint the public defender?
Yeah.
All right, I think you did say yes already. I'll go ahead and appoint them. I've looked over your paperwork back in my office, finding probable cause. Going to set your bond on the resisting at 1,000.
Yeah, they
Your
went
bond
down
on the
yesterday,
Methamphetamine
but they're
at
back up
7,500. Your bond on the paraphernalia at 2,500.
at collect
And
call
I am
from.
going to,
Same as here.
having found probable cause for these charges, going to revoke your
Right here,
bonds on
look.
the CF 25-6308 and CF 25-7481. Going to hold you no bond pursuant to the authority of Parker versus State and appoint the public defender on those two felony cases if they weren't previously appointed. Have a great day, sir.
Hey, thank you. I highly appreciate that, River.
Regarding you, Mr. Treaster. Mr. Treaster. Miss Stewart asked that I let Mr. Treaster know that she's aware that he was coming through court today and that she'll be in contact with him shortly to talk about his situation.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Hype Queen. Appreciate
Casey
you.
White.
Thank you for
Mr.
pinning
White,
that.
you're charged with failure to appear at arraignment on charges of possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I've looked over the paperwork related to this, the capias.
Thank you, Bella.
Finding probable cause. The judge that presided over the arraignment's the one that sets your bond, but he or she set it at 10,000 on the meth,
Damn,
2,000 on the
Bella.
paraphernalia.
Good looking
The next
out.
court date is the 23rd of December, so you're aware.
But thank you.
Robert Williams,
Robert Williams.
He's got an open, now,
And those to appear, however, bonded after.
but it's all gonna depend on,
Damn, this court's been 3 hours. It started at
this
10 a.m. It's already 1.
Mr.
What up,
Matthews,
Candace?
the favor is trying to determine if, this is a parkerable offense.
I'm looking up, CT 256603 as we speak.
We're still waiting on that lady.
We'll need to know when he bonded out, and then we'll need to know what the offense date was for the one that he was here for today.
School playground. Damn, they even got a translator right now in Maricopa. It hasn't started yet, but I'm looking at my other screen over here.
Offense date for the traffic case was August 27th of 2025.
Oh, it just started. They
Looking
got the
at
Spanish speakers.
Stats, see if we have a record of his.
I mean, when did he bond out on the felony?
I would ask the clerk to, I can look at the showcase, but they would be faster to know that. We don't.
Is
keep track of
this
the
lady
stats.
on your? Yeah, you can. Yeah, yellow. Yeah.
On Casey White, CT 256603. Do you know when he bonded out?
How to watch Maricopa? Jumping on my YT page.
Or was it placed
At
on
Collect Call
pretrial?
I'll be back later on in the night. We'll do some. As a matter of fact, let me check if Connecticut did some border parole hearings today.
Okay, so it looks like he bonded out on
Let me see.
October 8th of 25.
October 8th of 25. He didn't go on pretrial. He didn't go on bond until
21st?
October
Oh, yeah, they
8th. And
did
you're
some
saying
today.
for the one he was here today, it predated, it was August 27th, if I heard you right?
You do East Coast. Florida's considered East Coast, right?
Oh, yeah, the CF 258832. What's the allegation as far as the offense date?
You can watch
It may be 928.
Maricopa on my YT
If that's the
page
case,
at Collect Call From.
Then he committed that crime before he was ever on bond.
It was 928.
Yeah, so he's not, the dates are, it's,
It is.
Yeah.
Yellow.
yeah.
I stream that court
it may
all
be
day, every
Parker
day,
on
24 hours a
something
day on my YT page.
Happened before you went on, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, sir, what's your name?
Robert Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams, sorry to keep you waiting. Mr. Williams, you're charged with 2 new crimes and 2 violations of probation. The new crimes are possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. The VOPs are possession of meth and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender on each of these 4 matters?
Yes.
I'll appoint them to represent you. On the 2 VOPs, I find probable cause holding you no bond. On the 2 new offenses, based upon you being on probation with 44 pages of history, I'm going to set your bond on the cocaine possession at 7,500 and on the paraphernalia possession at 2,500. Have a nice day, sir.
Could you tell me my next court date?
Damn,
Sure.
Carson.
Make sure I'm reading it right here. It looks like they'll all go see the judge.
Hey,
They're
you're
all
not
felonies,
lying.
so they'll go together on December 23rd.
Okay.
Have a great day, sir.
Yeah, YT
Corey
doesn't go down.
Winston.
Mr. Winston, you're charged with possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want the public defender appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint them to represent you. Sir, I've looked over your paperwork back in my office before court, finding probable cause. Looks like you got a little bit of history, but I'm gonna leave these bonds where they are, 5,000 on the cocaine, 1,000 on the paraphernalia. Have a great day, sir. Your court date, if you're wanting to know, is the 23rd. All right, real quick, Ms. Goins,
Where's-
Cassidy King.
Where's she at?
As much as I appreciate someone might be incompetent, I don't know if being incompetent allows you to behave. So, I mean, I guess being insane,
Where is she?
incompetent, two different things.
Maybe, but I think she was actually psychotic.
Right, so that, I mean, and again, so I was just gonna say to you,
This is what I meant, but I understand that it was, getting pretty foul, but I'm saying, I think it was due to her mental illness. If you
No,
had it
it's
that
not
way,
mental
not to
illness.
see
Bring
the
her
truth.
out.
right, right.
But I understand, but I thought I needed to.
No, I was just gonna say to you, like I said, I don't want to give everybody that's incompetent.
She's
a
not
pass.
incompetent. I assure you, Your Honor.
Yeah, because I think, being incompetent, we have.
All of us, they knew, that judge knew that, he knew that she's incompetent.
Psychotic or.
He was just trying to be a tough guy.
And
That's why he did it.
She
That's why they held her to
has
the
been
end.
Determined incompetent to proceed and has been in F8 for quite a while. So I was just saying, when I saw her, I'm thinking, this is not just being a jerk because she had no reason to do it. It was just stuff.
All of a sudden, they got a conscience.
Sometimes I just feel like, you want to waive her presence so we can do her first appearance, or do you want to make her come back in?
Make her come back in.
I think we should do that.
I know the deputies don't want to have her come back in. I don't think we all want to hear what she has to say.
We want to hear her.
Hear from you. I'm not going to obviously hold her in contempt or anything.
Hold her in contempt.
But I just felt like, until it became clear to me that she might be going through some type of psychotic episode.
No, she's not
You do
going
get
through
from
anything
time to time people
psychotic.
that just get a little mouthy and
Yeah.
then they bow up at you and you
This
gotta.
this was something a little different, but I mean, to me, it sounds just as bad.
She said, your mama
I
sucks
agree.
cocks in
So
hell.
let's do this. If you were okay waiving her presence, so we don't have to
No,
drag her back
don't
in
waive
here,
her.
at the risk of her even saying things that offends us all. She's charged with resisting without violence. I'll appoint the public defender on Cassidy King. I'll set her bond. She has an open case, but she's incompetent to proceed. So is she ROR on that one? They deemed to be incompetent.
Well, it's F8, it might be.
What's COPPA?
Well, she said F8, but the open case is MM 253082. They probably quickly adopted the findings in the F8 case. But can y'all just real quick tell me if,
I know why I said that. There's always a reason why I say these things, because I looked on the computer and I saw where she had been found incompetent to proceed on a felony. And then there was the misdemeanor cases that she had. And so she continues to be incompetent. That's the issue. Whether she's restorable or not, I don't know if that's been determined.
Sure. No, anytime the pretrial feeds me information such as open case.
Cup in Spanish.
Possibly Park or someone. I understand these are different circles. I'm just curious. If she's incompetent to proceed in that case, then she's been ROR. That's what we do in county court.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, in county court. That's correct.
So she would.
This is Polk County, Florida.
So she's ROR and I can't park her even if I wanted to. Yes. Not saying I wanted to, but even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Yes.
So on this one, I'll just set her bond at 1,000, having.
She
found
said, your
probable
mama sucks
cause,
cocks in
and then
hell.
letting,
Not word for word, but
Please
something
take its
similar to that.
course. Yes, sir.
Very good. Thanks, Judge.
You bet. So thank you, deputies. I appreciate your help today. Have a great
Yeah,
weekend. If I
hey
don't
guys,
see you, have a great
I do
Thanksgiving.
appreciate you guys. If you guys want to watch Maricopa County, go ahead and jump on over to @CollectCallFrom on YT. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream because I gotta get ready and I need to get out the door. But hey, I do appreciate you guys. Hit that follow button. I am Collect Call James. You guys are watching. You have a Collect Call From, and like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out. And I'll be back tonight for some Board of Parole hearings. We're gonna have women tonight, so definitely stay tuned. I'll either be back like around 10 or 11 sometime later on tonight. All right, guys? I appreciate you guys, and I'm out. A rato.